with immediate effect. Let's dissolve it. Let's dissolve it because we will go free from it. And then Ghana for you go free So want to give drastic action. Ghana for they are coming to demonstrate to call for immediate sacking of all Nigerians from this country. Because from last month to this month, all the body gives you free improvement in there. Nigeria for half. Why is it you go to free improvement?
Echoes in the market, drums in the street, shadows of chaos, the cycle repeats. Voices loud, but the truth feels hushed. Brick by brick, the system's crushed. Blood on the soil, tears on the ground. Robbery rage, no justice found. Melody of sorrow, it cuts so deep in the land where dreams don't sleep. Nigeria must go, Ghana we need peace. Chains of the past, they gotta release. No more robbery, no more fear. Harmony calls, the future is clear. Division, stories untold, hearts turn to stone, compassion grows.
Atiefo ne ahefo emobi biara kwa eba Diaspora TV. That is Ghanaians in Diaspora TV. And topic also is about the Igbo man issue. And Ghana for nkomo ye demonstrations any enim no. Menu anoma amofwe me mutie me e social media. Sene emunim no Nigeria Igbo man no issue no. They say no Ghana for any abre ekeka ho sembebre say Nigeria must go. The question here and say should Nigerians go or not? Nigeria must go or not? You know? And a person yenuanom atiefo ne ahefo bomo modern say wa obeba so no oka oniamo nsemo abeka. The important thing is how a solution here what we do is we look for solutions. Into solution as our advisor would be the public, the Ghanaian community, and the man himself. This is what we want. So please, when you come in and you say something at the end of the whatever you are going to say, these are the things, critical things that we need from you. The man, the advice to the man, to the Ghanaian public, and also to the leaders. So this is what we need because people have seen me by and people were expecting say Ghana for no penifo no bekasa. But up to today no say yen head anti penifo no ensem bia mo aka bia me head anti official press release from the government. Ayedin be dey na ma ayedin wa bra Ghanaian community no so outcry about the Igbo man at trene bia as if say omo so omo social media. They also follow the social media. Because the Mahama Crown before so be president, now social media account. Just say now they do the Juma. Social media, they are all aware of the importance or how powerful the social media is. Now we are bano. Yebedo musuko na yahwe na etimi atu ye honfo. Na yahwe baby a yede ebefa. Isan say a very sensitive, a very sensitive issue. And a little bit controversial because yani ayewa hanu momo yeso so ya tukwan yo yeso ye wo bi ma especially akontufo na ye wo mo na brochire for America for na ade no yeso so ya tukwan wo bi ma yeso tu bi ma so ntino ye no na ye ka wo se ye hwe na ye ka ni ye say de ye wo anya ode na emfanya wo yonko so office treatment ye de ma opani no se wo aka anya ode de a ene hunhun hia se de be ma opani na owo Nigeria no ya ye hwe se pani no ye analyze ni yi ye hwe papa no ba no wo so wa wo ma emanum e wo Ghana oni Ghana ni ba na wo ma na be confess so oni na wo manum ntu no obi kotu kwana na obi ba wo manum na say wo tikuru no for more than 10-15 years na onya boni bia na e wo se yetimi e ka se wakobo ho se wo ye ohininti no wakoka se wo ohininti ye ndi porto ana se emra bi wo ana se de ye hwe ni nyina na ye hwe kwan ye be fa so a yatiefo ne ahefo ebitim di afutuo ama public no na aka ama yempanifo de bi so aka no Ghanaian community as well. Until no feature ni nyina agina abrochirefo ye ne yatukwan ene nim di wo mu ene nim di ye fisi ene ye hwese vice versa de ye de ye wa anyo de no emfa anyo yonko nti na men kama mama no enko achirim se na ye program no for 1 hour pe nti mi sema wa ye be fro no ba na wa ye ni tie na unu anso so atumi abam ti producer ma video ba ku mi no nko se na ye na da bia no na afi no ya fa dwumade no enhihye so.
Ghanaians are asking Nigeria to leave their country. I think the Nigerians have main character syndrome. So as a man, you have that amount of money to go into another man's country, buy acres of land, and your plan is for the Nigerians or the Igbos there to come and live in that area and you will be their king. Now, let me ask you something. If they reverse the case, a Ghanaian came to Nigeria, bought acres of land and said that, oh, all the Ghanaians in Nigeria can come live here and I will be the king. How are we going to react as Nigerians? Yes, you won't like it, Abi. That's the answer. So that thing that you know that you cannot take, don't dish it to another person. Honestly, their reaction is justified. If this thing was to happen in Nigeria, it's going to be chaos. Let's forget about this fight between Nigerians and Ghanaians online. We know that it's cruise upon cruise, but this is real life matter. You as this Nigerian man, you have this amount of money. Instead of you to use the money, buy acres of land, build a multi-million naira company and employ Nigerian youths. That way you are giving employment to the country. We have millions of unemployed youths. The country is hard, the economy is bad. Instead of you to develop your own country, you decided to go to another man's country and decide that you want to be king in their land. Just yesterday, I saw that the Dubai government has placed a tourist visa ban between the ages of 18 to 45 years old. If you're not above 45 years old, you can't visit Dubai right now. As a Nigerian, other countries are always using us to shine. Most of you Nigerians will
Nigeria must go and things. I have heard a lot of things. No problem. As we are doing, Nigeria must go. Ghana, focus on your country. Build your country. Help your people. Ghanaians don't like helping Ghanaians. Ghanaians take Ghanaians for granted. For example, Ghanaian would rather pay a Nigerian artist, fly him here, give him 5-star, 40-star hotel, give him money, good money. But when you put emoji on your program, you will tell emoji, brah, why? I will call you. You put Uncle Jometo, I will call you. You put Denzel, I will call you. You put Stoneboy, you put those people. You tell them they are my people. They are not your people. How many times does Nigerian people invite you people there? You know why? Nigeria, they promote their own. Ghana, it's time you promote your own. Do your own thing. Then later you come and say, Nigerians are taking us for granted. This is the reason. This is the reason. Your own brother will be selling something you will not buy. You want to go to Nigeria. Any small thing, and I will laugh. But when you see your own people, enjoy a lot of life because of this Nigerian.
The question is, should Nigerians go? Papa na semo awoka say ono self-imposed king no. One or the other no, one way or the other no. We see say it is going to affect the Nigerians because if the Ghanaians are angry and they say okay, they also start the xenophobia like the South Africans did now. It's going to be a chaos. In the chaos no bar, then who cause them? That means that man, that the man that he cause them. So this is the reason why we have to see. If we want peace between we and our Nigerian friends, we have to see how we can do it, or how we can bring peace. We, as I said it earlier, we, the foreigners in foreign country, we have the experience of being a foreigner. So in this case, we can advise our people's home how they have to treat this issue. Because as of today, I haven't seen any crime that the man has committed. The whole thing what people are saying is because the man is a self-imposed king, and that is what the Ghanaians don't want to hear. That you cannot come and impose your kingdom in someone's land. It's never here, it's never done here, it's never done anywhere in the world. So just because Ghana is cheap, that is why you come and say, you come and impose yourself as a king in Ghana, in which you know that it's not existing in anywhere, any part of the world is not existing. And the question is, why Ghana? Why, if you are Igbo man, you want to import a king? From Nigeria, you come across at least 2 countries. You pass Benin, you pass Togo, and then you come to Ghana. So why didn't you go and, do your kingdom in Benin or Togo, and you come to Ghana? But if you say because of English, even it's not only Ghana who speaks English, as far as West Africa is concerned. And the question is, if you want to impose yourself a king, why Ghana? And if somebody also in Ghana and you say he is a king, and it doesn't hurt anybody, what is his crime? So these are the things we have to put all these things into consideration. I'm trying to speak a little bit of English because I have some Nigerians who are also watching this program and who are also trying to join us. We have even one of our leaders, a Ghanaian community, Nigerian community leader, who is an Igbo man, in the name of Chris Dahi, a prince of the kingdom of Umuahia, a pure-blooded Igbo man, senior pastor of Redeemed Church, and editor of www.the News, and the CEO, and also the CEO of Dead Africa, yeah. So if you want to read his the editor, you want to read his published, what he has published to the news, you can do the research from www.the News. And also know he is also part of this our conversation. Being an Igbo man, and he's also one of the Igbo chiefs here in Belgium, a prominent man. He is also part of us, and he will also bring his contribution. That is why sometimes you see me speaking English, that I'm sorry. We are doing this is a tree program, but somehow for our brother Nigerians also to follow, that is why somehow I'm bringing it to English. But if you can speak English, it's fine. But if you want to do the pidgin English, it's also welcome. But if you want to speak only tree also, you are also welcome. And due to that, I am calling those people who have lived in Nigeria before to testify or their experience, and also to tell us what we have to do, their advice. As far as I'm concerned, what advice are they going to give us? They have also been in Nigeria before. So, as the video the lady said, it can be, let's say, just a vice versa. That if it happened in Nigeria, what would have happened? Maybe it could have been worse than what is happening now. That is how we have to see it. If it happened in Nigeria, it could have been worse. And it's true, we know Nigerians. And moreover, population-wise, they are more 10 or 7 times more bigger than Ghana. So, and then we shouldn't also forget that Ghana is the first person who repatriated Nigerians during the Busia regime. And then during Buhari regime, also Buhari, I think, or Shagari, during Shagari regime, 83, Shagari also repatriated Ghanaians, 83 and 85. That is, Ghana must go. And now, if we want to say also Nigerians must go, how long are we going to do all these things? So we have to come to a solution. We are not going to continue this till the kingdom come. It's not nice. It's not good for our generation to come. So that is why I am calling everybody to bring a solution. That's why we are here, to look for a final solution. We are advising our government, we are advising the Ghana public, and we are advising our fellow people also in the diaspora to know how we can handle this. So, make us some amano kwechiri. Yabafre yemia na nechi na ononso watra Nigeria da. Na yebisa no de ononso owo e was asem we ho. Na oni ashe de ononso obeka say any the community do say or say yama crifo ba mu ayele la no beto from na so mu obom na wa ba chire mu adwen say na program ye no short 1 hour pe na ina ya kotim che oba na won sem no wahwetwa ne tietie na obi so atumi abam de ina ya chire adwen ya pe final solution. Nana, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chairman.
What to say?
Yeah. I'm in Adaroma.
Okay. Oh, he about your phone no. Nana, what Aroma? About so I say so the area and then Nana or Ghana. You can't Ghana na and the woman say when you attach from Nigeria, intino. Yeah, can Nigeria some way into me you free. Nana, the course of social media, no meaning say, what do any DH? Ghana for Omumpam Nigeria for na Muntinum. Ye papa ye in short no. And here or Kokabaka Nigeria for. na how aye bibi or your sensitive issues na be ka kan no say na officer ye fa na be ye adaroma me jama ye be ni ntino meeting za
ye wo mu ni te on say ye yan kasa no ye force and law enforcement no law enforcement ko no omunye o maduma yi
okay
sana de ne te omunye o maduma ya we small problem obi no no aba background no si oyo hene yes ye mpre wonyo hene kokuru muntimi me yo hene wa ha ye simple sani panene na hemfu ne na henkwafo ne nyina ye mpamu wo mu na Ghana for no musu di omu ho ajimu akojije eche ato mu no ye vo mu kokot ne mfafa bi ntu wo so
okay
a simple issue
na we say me ntwa no na ma memre mu ha say ye na etia butie so ye wo ahemfo ha o ye wo ahemfo ha o mo soso de ne mabubu o mu nsa eye ne mabibiri wo ha no mu ache say na say krofrom hino kra na ye so ano apaka mu nyina o brassos nya madamfo ye so na apaka mu nyina o brassos
onye wo hina o asase oni asase
we wo so oni asase wo so nto asase bia ampache well press or the press release about
be when America no ni asase oni community we ye frefre kobo football we kwesi broni mfa ho kwa frefre kobo no ni de nye frefre kobo o agenda asase na o motoye no ebinom se no ontoye ene ebinom se say but who go deep into the matter na o to asase no on the 1914 you can say 2014 between 2014 2015 you know hidden agenda
okay
to say what the be school dey near san when she say one we so family school no dey be the kingdom assassin near different in some simple as ABC ye mbra no ye ni mbra so ene ye fa mbra no nye adwuma because panyimfo na wo ni nyina nye Ghana mbra no ne hia wo mo sa o mbaji agu o mboto wo mde o mafu ne nam etie no ne hia wo mo Nigeria for ye nipa bi wa na oni wo mu didi no anye krefo o mbebu wanye kreva pe o mu bebu you need to be intelligent. Cleverness is different from intelligence.
Now how long do you live in Nigeria?
Oh, Nigeria they mean share dan tena hoda.
Okay.
But me be a company wo.
Okay.
Etina metako eti me mfa ne say me start call Nigeria a year 2000 and me jai going to Nigeria I think 2010 2011 more you know me jai work on an interest me jai me business so na me business a cost because na ma fa workers are mo year juma na me workers 9
in short no ya me need na person hu years I know mo anante we just person hu say o ma tie so you know them
na me no man anante more than say who dey a year 2020 can when I said 25 years in your mu ya say me no man anante 25 years
na that's when mo pa
be kura me ni bi kura me afa ba kura ni na tena da ba
Nigeria ni ba no wantimi yangu bi okay anti in short no Nigeria ni ba no wantimi yangu bi nti no in short no nti in short no advice be na wo dey ma Ghana for any government
one say advice e wo mu ni say pamona yes e fin say e betimi asomra no mu ye ne ye de mra aye adwuma dia ama ye pamo no ehun ni faso but if you see ntimi mfa mra ne nye adwuma the best thing says ye pamo mu nyina efri kronum because ade we bi si pay because e buzi at time 1969 to 1972 alata for no mo ha adwene wo Ghana the same thing and a buzi apamo wo mu nyina free Ghana
sene me kan
before 19 what say
you say sane me kan no
ai no mo ha adwene ene ya sha mo aba second time say no mo ba no mo de plan e ba Igbo for no ma me mo strategy bi a Igbo for no pese o mo ye Igbo for no pese o mo fight dias sa o mo Biafra won o mo tra na sem bi mo etwa mu ena constitution na o ma ya to o se say Igbo for ni de nse e mo mo Biafra state no mo penense e mo mo chance o se Nnamdi Akwabina o freeland ye de na o jijiska o mo maniska etuto ammunitions e ma ka o be she Nigeria a o mo chi no airport ayi Igbo for ni starting so mo ye demonstration say na amini danigu o mo so no man train government
approval
is a friend is approval no amini de da ho akọwe no ne go on say why
go on yeah
go on na yembra na to say some microphone debi o memo mu husu bia no wo mu nhwehwe ne approval bia mo dismantle wo so mo ko inugu ho ni Anambra state o ni cha area ho nyina edi ko o say no masisi kwai bu o mo kwai kunkum nipa afede o ma no jo ya o mo asato mba bia tena eti o mo pekro bia tena so no mo organize o mo ami
okay
na o mo dia ko mo kro mo akọ fight sa wo no nti ya nya eyi pe o mo de Ghana be ye base no mo nya de ye base so dia na che se na ye huna mane pa be dane eyi Mali ni Burkina Faso na be na ke ho beto ye e sa nkrofo we ya o ma ba o sa nkrofo mi ensan ya we ya Sahel for ya o mani e de ne ya ka we mo mu free o mo trouble mu da hwe insurgents ane wo krom ho eti mi the advice am de be man ani say ye hwe ho su yi na only thing say Ghana no ye mpe ye ho ye ho no ye mpe nkabo mu o de wa me be ma 3 instances bi now de ye nyina ye mfa ya dwenemra ye say Asantefo for more Ashanti Kingdom 1701 na United States Accra independent NATO omo eti NATO ye the same strategy of Ashanti because Ashanti and Tokwanti mumi and Kabum and abrofu to yes and Tokwanti mumi and Kabum near from NATO North Atlantic the Treaty Organization and near from NATO and omu and Washington on the 4th of April 19
and now they what's no so na history you know
enti yen Africa for na say yen Africa for Ghana kura no ye hunu nyansa say tama ye gi independent no esi you see ohine kase baako na odi Ghana so nyina na obi aye prime minister seni abrofo no hande ma Kwame Nkrumah as the prime minister go no mo pese omunim so ohine kase bi British one knows so ohine kase bi wo kromo one enti ese ye hand over 18 for the meantime no yen better constitution for kingship no yen hine no Queen Elizabeth on control Ghana till say e be put two things in order na Ghana system na yet say British bia no politician bia higher post a first minister that's prime minister
okay
Kwame Nkrumah ba be ye or by politician me I don't trust a politician Kwame Nkrumah saka too many person kim no ko Ashanti region or start say we divide or no yi bronfo free Ashanti to dismantle the country so that we are more powerful.
Martina,
no but situation no here ni nyina ka ho ne fall down because Africa unity but what group was started dividing.
Na what dey call history me so yam re ni ntino ai
mama ya hwe sa niema we no nyina yen kikansim Asantefo enya omoye kingdom hwegies omde kingdom na United States declare nya independent na to so maye enso we so omunyina ba be san ye go yen hu no the tribe be pray Asante kura onye tribe we NATO we ama ayi ethnic groups omukeka omuhu bo mu se entokwanti mu nyina ye nyina ye nka ye humom ni enye strong se ne ya ebetimi akwadi ye man
Martina na
enti we nyina ka hu bi we dia misrem ayibo fo na sem de munya na mompa mo wo no monko eno nko ade me support wo munya mininya dida fo adanti wo munya ni papa bia so me pajo we dia fa history ki tu abi je o ga se ga ya me kofa no SDA asore dem Nicholas no me kofa no me ko SDA me ko shia no na yikura oni toilet trumpo amemi be fa ne ko mi komprem ko ye papers documents e ma onya paper last minute dey kro no de yem yemi shop nchewa no ko bie shop na o ka kire nkrofo so ye tu afria
okay nana mate
amenya ni ko
mate
okay yo
mate nana that's okay yo that's what an achieve for them say all what he said is it's up to the Ghanaian leaders. Say we have to enforce our laws. If we are able to enforce our laws, we can just take the property or the lands from the guy. If we take the lands from the guy, no, they are nature say ya bubu na pre. Intine say no crash or agenda be a nature say si wa won't mean you su agenda no find the also way. Say no crash or task as no. So on turn to there, then there's no cause for alarm. But the crash or task as no. Yani ya my be hunu kwa be fast was in sika na akomu a yibetu ya ne ka. Na yetua ne ka wi afi no one trust no onye ne business na afi no de obeye bia no onye na afi omo no hu chief enye king because Ghana ho no e wo king ba ko pe e no kra no no na asante for no enti ase empeso mbeti ase say asante ne ye king of Ghana nti no according to our constitution no kings no mse won ka ho na on turn be bi no onye ne business nana ye da ase mama good afternoon
bra
let us say Madam Doris ni from Antwerp, right? Where there? When you are buying to some say telephone here for, I'm say be month or 2 months ago and son issue be when you the home come say was so that say bibisa ABC na Ghana for a member den say omo ebeji omo man nyesa nkofo bi beto ase o man no so age minim say agro no wodi enti man fa anya asem until say we see here no say bra asma me kai na fe na ebobo ba na say eh afia sa wo kana minim say agro na wodi enti wa ba me so enti etie mu de wo hunu ne de wate ne social media ne de bi ekofa ya onim bedi nkomo no ene de office ama oba no enye no kana tietie me ma meet mi nsa na bono tofa ma ye nko enim
yo ene oma de hye me chia mu nyina me nuanom ene say asema bra kana ye no kure Nyankopon na yitire me ena nananom nso eka ho bi enye Nyankopon ko a nyame kan ne de na nananom nso kan ne de o mo so de yitire me se me meka
e kwa be so
o ma Ghana tititru nana asante hene me meka ntire no se de be ya wo mo de wo mo na beti fom wo ma pama gogo no wo se wo mo Nyankopon ka kire me se me patoti asase no na asase na kuma da ho until our dear Saturday day to God Coast.
God.
And
your God. Are you good?
What the changing pronunciation? What the God?
Igbo. Mate. You can mate with you.
Yes. What the God?
Mate.
It was the assassin to the God Coast or the Hawaiian or Noon Coast.
Okay.
And I am paying for the engineer in Ghana. Till you.
Oh, my, you go except for Gold Coast in about Ghana, want it.
And I'm making Gold Coast to know.
Gold Coast. Okay.
Okay.
Matthias here.
And you want I'm going to change you. And these are Gold Coast to know. Maybe I go on the Wakano may make a big gun and I the other phone. Fine. And now feel so. I want one way neighbor country. No, look almost as a Ghana. The running in our campaign. Good one to quantity one more. As Ghana and Quad and to quantity. And to all for coin business say, my own the first one best say couldn't be on best say couldn't. Tienio. Now, idea one person we say. Almost about a dear. Omo baba beti kro na boso enti me tuhu Nigeria for die ya na se asema Nyankopon ka tiri me makọ na na asante hene wo se me kobo na mane ebi o wa no ho kom so ni ho bra asem na se me ho sa enti manyi start ye na se asem na aduru ho no e wo se me beka president mama makwan ni pam Nigeria for anya some mine no ko wo mu de woni esi mine no ko aso mine mo pam no mu ye den o ni na compress ni pa na wono mo ye no wo ma plane biafra no wo ma plane so mo beti wo mo country so mo de mo Ghana for one say mum go ana me one say a group election there yenya asofo e won beka we ne be win we ne be aso say asem wo ma ni mu say osofo de beka o to ka ku bi anka aso me ordinary person na me meti won won so hwa akoma mu wo to hwa akoma mu
okay
ana why na nwa was there nipa wo fu mu no na wo fa ono ana wo nyakopon wo no wo pa na so One, and for a better one nipa, and young Ayaka dear, America for almost to me, America for the South Africa for a Jew, almost to me, I didn't know better me. Ghana for a good prayer, Pamo, China for you, Pamo. I don't see a Ghana for Kwamaka and what Yanni David will clone. Yanni Mamma will clone one from your Goliath. Mamma will clone one, Yanni David for. Sadia when be same maybe like the Diana Goliath and then a crop for one city or actually a you for them then for the engine
Mamma you're in Babru Modian Yamrin Intino. Intino the Crocran is saying the Crocran is said and Ghana for you. Yampa Ghana Nibia, some of Ghana Nibia, what you have them 1 more days into her. Okay. 1 more day, 1 fan to her. Okay. So I'm a Nigerian for no one we say when you have mine on Kwani Yako Pamman say, and Yaya Wahayanka, what we need to be. Okay. Because you up what to cry, who best you crack on feel, what for group. Okay. What you feel no much well. When we are one for you, would you for your person for? Okay. That's where we are saying now. Okay. Okay. Nigeria for no class of one more Biafra, one master to present one more coin. And it's in a Ghana for craft for. We have a high Saturday. I'm a mother free of them. Mate, Mammy, now, I'm sure. One can't trust and take it to wall for you, the chrono. I'll go some fun up so many more. Nigeria for no so we are put some for. Because you're true when it was away, when you to my back. One more full out of one on there. One more crab, see bedroom with 1 bit 2 more crab. Yes, one I him for no problem to me. President in 2 to me, the corner fat. I do why a Biafra. 4 minutes, Mudiaba, maybe I may catch it over the Yakupa catch the melon. And I'm a smile day. Macam. Okay. According to the lady, he said, yeah, she support Nigerians to go. Nigerians to go, yes. So other Nigerians must go, Nigerians must live in Ghana. He said she support Nigerians, he said Nigerians should go. Why? Because there's so much crime and so many things are going on. And then she knows Nigerians, and also God has revealed to her that this and this and this and will happen. And now that it has started, so she wanted to go and tell the Asante king that this thing is going to happen. She has tried all her means, but she couldn't reach the king. So in short, this thing has just started. So that's why I have given her the platform to say what God told her. But in short, well, Ghana for the be and many kasa is true, but now can be paid some in your ban and say, Yameno, Kasa Ben on a kaye. Now, who say Yameneka. Now, Aja. Anka mebisano na mebisano se na nyame no kasa kira asofo kasa hye nipa bia so kwaye befa so o man ye ho beto ya de nyame no ba wonka obi an so misano eno de minu mi no is up to us da bia nyame no ba no kasa ye misa nyame no question ene an kan tre nyame no so se nyame ye ne bra ye bre kwan be na woni nyame no ne kwan be ne befa so ye so ye ho beto yen na ya tena ye krum ne aboye bra sin se ya bo akwa ya hat ya tie o man fo ma so ye nko ai okay kasa
me just me koi.
Okay.
The occasional men say. And if almost a fata say the woman your president in the for woman.
Hey, sir.
That you to so one person.
I see. One can you pack ropa or say in the end so say. Young folk you chile. And
Dabi. And then you must say a special.
Okay.
We choose right person. Okay. You choose woman, right people as only the Kuno.
And then Yamino so if you are Yamino so here, I am here to show wrong people, no my hotel.
And to one, and what catch them as a man, Kwana Nas and saying, and now we are wɔn ma abɔfoɔ no de me kɔ baabi asante hin no ɔmawu no na na ɔpɛku wale mo ɛma wɔn nso de message maa me sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no a wɔn wɔ Ghana no a wɔn nwene wɔn man no ho no wɔka kyerɛ na na asante hin sɛ me nka kyerɛ no sɛ ɛwɔ so de ne nɛɛsi fam na wɔdwene wɔn man no ho na ahohoɔ bi a wɔn bɛbɛ wɔn man no mu a wɔn bɛyɛ wɔn adwene sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ titintiri so a wɔn bɛgye wɔn man no abɔ soɔ no wɔn mu wɔn nsie ni because aborɔfo koraa no wɔn mu wɔn kɔn ɛma nana yɛ asantoa ɛnso kan sɛ wɔn koraa ɔyɛ ɔba abɛsi akora no wɔsɔne ne aborɔfo kɔn
okay
enti no obi biara ɔbɛba asase no so sɛ wɔn ne yɛ ba abɛko wɔn aso ɔbɛgye asase no sɛ ayi no asɛm a ɔka kyerɛ me no saa na biafrafoɔ yi no so wɔn aba Ghana so wɔn nkɔ enti deɛ pam no atwa no Nigeriafoɔ no nyinaa nkɔ wɔn nte aseɛ ma wɔn nkɔ
mate
efiri sɛ nkurɔfoɔ no wɔn yɛ criminals wɔn yɛ wudifoɔ a Ghanafoɔ te aseɛ ɛwɔ wɔn tena hɔ a mbese efiri sɛ amena kodu 5 years and 10 years na deɛ Ghana ayɛ no mo deɛ mo bɛto bɛboɔ
yate
enti mo deɛ wɔn enti a wɔn ma Nigeriafoɔ no ntena hɔ ɛne Fulanifoɔ no nyinaa wɔn mo ntena hɔ
mate
na yɛhwɛ ɛne galamsey na wɔn tutu ntaase ne nyinaa no Nyankopɔn so wɔn pɛ wɔn nya galamsey no tutuo
mate afia yate nti yɛsɛ ne mama platform ti kakyɛ Nyankopɔn sɛ asɛm na ɔka sɛ bɛka no waka mama sɛ nyinaa tie
maka ne nyinaa baabi a bɛnya bia so mɛka na asante hene gold no gugu no ho ne gold no ayɛ wɔntɔn na wɔfa mmoa kuro no wɔsisi adan wɔn nya adwuma nyɛ no wɔn hwɛ wɔn na wɔn nya aduane ni na kram ne ade na wɔn pam ahɔhoɔ no nyinaa wɔn ampam wɔn a bisi deɛ bɛsi Ghana no ɛnya asɛm ketewa na deɛ amegya no sɛ bia ne yɛ ne yɛnyini kɔ yɛwowo kɔ ne yɛma no na ɛbɛfɛ tie ɛno nti na m'ani apere a meka no
wayɛ adeɛ
ahemfofoɔ no nyinaa wɔnya baako ahemfofoɔ no wɔnya baako
wɔnya
baako
wayɛ adeɛ
na wɔnya abatimi wɔka me ɔma yi bɔne wɔ ɛbɔ bɛwuram ne yere ɛbɛka sɛ wɔntɔ asase bia wososo wɔawonu no sɛ wohene abɛtena wɔyi pipɛs ɛsɛ papa no wɔtɔ asase no ɛnkrafoɔ agasɛte no a wɔyɛ ɔhene wodi nan pɛsɛ mopɛ sɛ moyɛ anɛ yɛyi man no firi mu na sel naa no wɔn pan na wɔn apane no wɔn bɛyɛ o bɛsi wɔn bɛyɛ ɛnti mo pam wɔn nyinaa firi kuro no so
yɛda ase yɛmmerɛ no nti no ma memfa wo nti ha why yo na menka ho bye ɛyɛ asɛm o ei tiefo yɛwɔ asɛm twa yɛwɔ asɛm ka no yɛbɔ no pɔpaa m sɛ emotions no na ɛdravo yɛn ɛkɔ baabi a ɛne sɛ yɛkɔ no sɛ ɛna mehu no Ghanaians no emotions no ɛna yɛde yɛ yɛ nneɛma nti na ɛda biara no yɛkɔ yɛ ne mu a ne yɛba yɛkyi because yɛmfa emotions yɛ nneɛma sɛ emotions na ɛdravo yɛ nim sɛ ɔmu a yɛbɛka nyinaa yɛbɛka obiara de emotions ɛna yɛbɛka sa nti no I mean we have a long way to go ɔpɛni yɛabɔkɔdeɛ
adum wona so e
nyame adum wada romada ho adi na afei no de da ponti no fa yekɔ sɛ hu sɛ me kasa nyina wati wo hu de yekɔ na so advice a wode be ma yɛn ne yɛn panimfoɔ Ghana man ne yɛn panimfoɔ no so no wode yɛtwa to na afei solution ayɛ that's the same advice nti no wada roma yɛti
okay uni wada roma dashi the family bi sɛ matna abuchiri afei na ba Ghana me yɛ me abɛkwa kakra na enema ekoso no to be honest we are who here enye yo hu bi empanimfo no sabi ebi ewo mu unuma de ha wo mu eye Igbo ni me start from Igbo ni asema abaso wo Ghana bebrebe me
ba azana ba ha se na ma ye hu se watra Nigeria da
matra Nigeria pay matra blochie so ablochie no matra for the rest of my life recently are ma Ghana matra Nigeria be 5 years
okay me pesa ehunu me kra ho so hu se wo de watra ho da ye se onim wo mu ye se onim de wo
matra ho pay my pitro ho pay matra Nigeria ho zo aye ma ho pay
okay ko so ka wasem so
enti ni minimum wo
okay
yeah na almost situation na omo de ba ha ne nso emre bi so Germany mi share Nigeria Igbo ni bi e no ka kire me se Ghana de ade a Igbo fo no aplan pa ye me pa cho ti asem ni yo
ye tie pa ye tie
ade a Igbo fo aplan ade a Igbo fo aplan pa ye yi Ghana golden suit no e na ye Igbo fo main target pa se sa de se tie bia no enti wo kan kam ye na ye to kwa no ye madam fo so wo apodam golden suit am fo kura be ku be 10 times ye twa bi kura ti wo ho na wo mantimi no
was here no dear Igbo for no tag go use to near work Ghana no and only idea on tag intimate way no anya me nwa
well epacho assemble uti na Igbo ni catch how many years ago
1990 oh Germany
hey I see now no we do fie
na me nyina wa do fie
okay
and was go use Ghana go use na me go fu kwa me kwa ya hu ntokwa na me say dey am fu kra atry a wo mo anchime and now Nigeria and it say I'm a main time go back me brushing off me say kwasa sem no worker
yeah
but recently yes ya ba say omo beto asase 50 acres by 250 plots now ma beto say it's dangerous yam penny for okroma penny for bi antimi gold amonton diamond bibia do Ghana enso mo na say penny for bi o me adi by MPDO NDCO obia mie na no
obia edin journalist so edin
munyina munyim hu and say wo be kaya emrem say me kasa radio so na me ka jiro say akebe ya abochirefo no yempe we say means bi say party kura na ye bechi a enya sa na ye Ghana for there masa ye jaw mema wo mo a ombe me ye say fom enti no sa Ghana for mpenifo bi e wo mu no a wo mu ni obi ji say Captain Smart that kurasi ni no a say mkuru e na wote wadi obi no bechi ni kuro e wo kurom no wa bo wo hene just imagine obi ti say edun katia akwa bia go wutim bi ti say wutim say bra ye kwa na ye bai enti say ya kwa tufo no so no ya mpe kwa bi amfe na nsifo na say ya hwe ye dia ida say ye be ka say amani credit back na kwa no ye should suspend for the meantime na ye hwe the situation no ya na be ye say de be ye ka bia ebebe mu ana say ye ka bia be ye adwuma ana say nyina no ye nti kuo kese na ye huri say ye so ye fire president and ya back to our nation kwa nyina ba be go abetua then you see what we can do because Ghana for them the jaw man ma mo amasa o ma chidi nipa kwa to wadi nipa o ma chidi nipa to wadi because Igbo for them the nipa na ye adwuma e na mo to asase ama wo mo then say opposite to say na mo to mu nipa ama wo
e say o ka so obi nipa na ye adwuma de a say na nipa de ye de nipa na be ye adwuma ana
I mean Igbo for ni moja e no mo de
na no wa chiri okay
e moja ko opposite speaker it is what to asase we man na o no e ba chichi ni kuro na so e dey na say to mu nipa no fa mo inside nipa
okay
so me ku yes e no ada roma say o idea wo radio no na ye fa hwe say ye yakwantifo no say ye betima ye bibia aboa ye ho ne de aboa ye mind dia anya sa dia e very dangerous because that dia akwa be obi ani ho gan ni bi no betima kwa sa dia obi krom obi ani ho obi an so ni betima isa e na akwa no so omu kwa de so kan kasa no still ano utim say Ghana for penny for Ghana omu obi a utie ne kasa na wo hwe the life na ya omu hwe na say nipa we enom say magis kanji no mo de musa kwhye sa akwa we anum ama wo ye ne a obi so when you know bra I very decent in the best and say Ghana youth never sorry Jani if you need to pen him get gas na fe no and am be e be boy no then we go for that macho
okay yeah that's it na
also was same Ghana the way you pen for bi mu ya the massa and nyakura and nyakura who do mo pescar dia
ako aye ati say abrochefo no bi kura so mo nu mu so mkosi dan wo Ghana no munim se
me make say no ha me me ko kura se me be si sa se minim se na ti akwa kama nya investment bi aka me travel je travel e mi wu a atasi bi anchiri fo because you am penny for no ya Ghana for cha o mu yi say ipa and politics no mu di ya ho agbo I say so wo na so ma ko school enima e dia man dia so no pass dia o mu ye no it's very rough and so ni kura so and so kura ti radio obi kasa o ye right worker because any idea ho dia o mu yen so na ko mu ya Ghana Accra obi o ha mo so si da o ma ko bu dan na bu pasa se kura mo mani bi ke Ghana ye mo ti Ghana ha kro bu a wo tu kwan abra be si na so si se ma ko bu kasa se ma ko kura mo ho
well yeah that's it but for your information say na Sunday on the 18th here that be and say yeah 18th Friday yes according to my research we a press conference say the amount for can nyina anya no kure Igbo ni ne say on to asase bia on to asase bia na ye bloggers no na ye keka sansem no but wow me hu say Sam George nso be kan say pram na ye ka no wa ye no so investigation hu say asase bia asa bia ni ho a ya ton ama wo hene no ya ton ama sa Igbo hene no which means say Gafon so abeka omonso do aye omonso press release say omonso so no ene ne ye bia omonso onto asase bia mfiri wo ho nti no we don't know where the thing is coming from. So it is possible say akwa no say a rumor and amanfo keka but enya de ye real say wato asase bi ene ade nti no why it's up to empany for to see say ye no cross wato asase and say want to asase no wato asase no wato asase so na me fi say investment no be no kru no so dey the sika na adwuma e ba mo so na say woni crime bi anso dey a na ne onko no na say wontina no it's up to us to decide.
Me bacho so video passenger be onu a onu ana num se wato me bacho video passenger be nyina from 3 or 4 days nyina onu ana num wo so wato that lab onu ana num
ebinum
gara from pen onu country
asa ebinum dwa enum o bia na enum dwa em so Igbo for so park sesem nti bia na enum dwa no wo dwa because say well we live to see yeah
now that massage we happy and sana I can say this
and I make us say
it's true sir me for sure because Ghana from pen for kind of place say bibi wo nipa am say Ghana nipa me hunu ya o politician all kind of party sama ma yare garo wonu kwani nipa what you next for mo me hu so wonu kwani the real proper Ghana nia why this why this go say be Ghana em pen for there dudu no en kind of create omu your self interest no too much. So each one for himself. And Ghana for it's like and penny for the anymore. I esa I land down that will be a follow. And as I said, the meaning for sure say what meaning for sure say what mean think crime massive, but the way I got is casano. Well, my son video jablo about in everywhere.
Okay.
So until there is true say a girl player back to be sending now tell me to know what you submit today.
My home is video.
Before they are lying, you do some messenger going in our venue.
My home
they are lying. And you told them, I quarter to the crown person baker. I didn't think that God am penny for intimate and for man to assassinate.
Okay.
What do they be a messenger going in our
Mate, my mobile is from Yambre Nintino. I do say that's it.
Aye.
Okay, yo. I'm saying, Mr. Do say any and Casa, no, or send a no identify no, or a businessman, or Ghana as at now. Now I try Nigeria for about 5 years, and I send a cast a new tutor road near Iowa. And as I say, no, so I best stay Ghana, as I say, no, or not so no, Ghana no way the business is say, as I say, or I best stay Ghana permanently. And as I say, no, or cast or no who crash, nka okobesti Ghana ka so otena brochiri kra no dwe ne ho because Ghana kru no de mpanifo no ye kru no areho de kra ye timo a kese yesesa aban ne yesesa aban at the end of the day no de ekwa na ekọ mpanifo no mu yen emu de nipa na etikru no no ana say what yen hwe anyway yen ye kan am say ade bechi because kojiko na kojoba kosiko na kojoba de bia na de ekwa na ya de say ekọ na yidim say embrepem no bia asesaye ebeba yenina we are wishing say nema ebesesa that is what we wish because ijamo am say ijama mfo so am say emotions no am say dey go too much am say emotions na Ghana for no dodo na yede kasa yede ye nema betedrum no bia yen trance ne ya na da se nema so good na yen hwe because you see no obia emotion because the echo no odin but am fu bi na ka kire me wo say menene kasa na masio.
Hello Simon.
Yeah, Oga, how are you?
All right.
Okay, I think you are following the program.
And I follow it. You're speaking your language.
I'm speaking my language, but I'm trying to, translate it to you. You hear I've been doing my best because normally if it's not you, we've been doing it raw every time it's Ghana language. But I'm trying to at least make it a little bit so that you can follow.
I couldn't follow, so I
couldn't follow.
Listen for 30 minutes, so I just switched off.
Okay, whether you listen or you didn't listen, we need your comment, we need your advice, we need your solution. So, as far as you know, let me introduce you to the public to know. That is Chris Dahi, the Prince of the Kingdom of Umuahia. Is a prince and a pure-blooded Igbo man. He's a senior pastor of Redeemed Christian Church in Nigeria or in Belgium. He's a leader in Belgium, the Redeemed Christian Church of Belgium, and he's also an editor of the Scope News and also CEO of DDahi.com. And if you want to read his comments or his things, you have to go to DDahi.com. You will see what he's been doing and you see what he can do. So this man is a real Igbo man, and the Igbo community in Belgium, I think I can say that he is also a leader. Like Eze is a leader in Ghana, as he's saying. I cannot say this man is a king, but he's also one of the important leaders as far as the Igbo community in Belgium or in Europe is concerned. So, Chris, concerning the issue that we've been talking about, Ghanaians are saying Nigeria must go because of what this man has done. But this man, according to the research, has been bring a press conference that he is not, that whatever the people are saying is not true. So which is which? And if it's true or not, you want to see your solution. What should the Ghanaians do? Should they continue to let the Nigerians go? Or what should they do anyway? So I'm leaving the microphone for you. The whole world is listening to you.
Sorry, Simon, I thank you very much. It hurts me to listen to Ghanaians in the diaspora, in another man's land, then staying here and saying people in their own land shall go. If everybody in the world says every other person that is not born in their land goes, I don't know how the world will look.
Yeah, exactly.
I have, when I heard about this issue of Igbo in Ghana, those who are my friends, especially Ghanaians, they know how angry I was. I said, why are they talking about it? The man should just be thrown back to Nigeria and his assets confiscated. That was my initial feeling about that. You don't go to another man's land and start claiming a kingdom and all that nonsense. However, when you called me as a publisher, as a professional, I decided to do a detailed research and investigation on this matter. And I was, the first time we spoke, I said, why has the Ghanaian government not treated this matter with the kind of alacrity it deserves? And why has the Ghanaian security system decided not to act on it? And why has the Ghanaian mainstream news media not carried this thing as seriously as it is? It gave me cause for concern. Because, my friend, you see, I don't care what anybody says, Ghana, as of now, is one of the most progressive countries in Africa. You can't count 4 countries, or at least you can't count 10 countries in Africa now without counting Ghana, considering the challenges that Ghana has experienced. Their political system has proven to be a political system, no matter all the challenges and trauma that Ghana went through. They seem still to come off tops. They seem to be selling through. So it's a government in order. No matter what the past looks like to now Ghana is doing very great. The currency is something to be proud of. And then the security system, when you look at a country that, despite the fact that they are surrounded more or less by all these faith-related military challenges, I won't call the name so that it will not look like I am picking on anybody.
I understand, yeah.
Yes, they are called terrorists. And Ghana's security has been able to keep this thing out of Ghana. You cannot therefore say that their security is not capable of taking care of a microcosm like this kind of issue in Ghana. So something looked out of place. And I then followed my friends who are journalists in Ghana. They say, Chris, it's not a big deal. But I dug deeper. I decided to contact people who know this man. And I saw scripts of his own interview. And I said, I was shocked what I found out, my friend, that this is a matter that happened 12 years, about 13 years ago, 1912 or 2012.
2012, yeah.
Yes, this is when the man went to, there was a problem with the government. He said that foreigners, that particular government said that the foreigners cannot sell retail things in the shops or in the streets.
Yeah, I remember.
And they went and negotiated and said, what do we do? This is the kind of business you do. They said, we are not going to take it. Go and find yourself a place. And then build your whatever and sell there. That is how we operate in Ghana. That is our own law. And these people went to a Ga chief, a Ga king that had a good relationship with them. And the man said, I will sell you a piece of land that has about 200 acres. And they said, we don't want to buy that much. He said, okay, I have 100. They said, no, we just want 50. And the man said, okay. They said, we pay in 3 trenches. And they agreed.
Okay.
But they came back to pay, and the man said, look, this land he has found out that the land is in litigation, that you cannot, it's in a court. You can't sell it. So they waited till the next year, it didn't happen, and they canceled the project. It was during this 1 year they were waiting that the man, this Eze came out, or this fellow, this Nigerian, this Igbo man, because the concept of Eze, I will talk about it later. I'm a prince.
Yeah.
So he now went around saying we have purchased, or whether they are, and he called it an Igbo village. I listened to his broadcast.
Okay.
He said an Igbo village. How would that Igbo village translated into a kingdom? Maybe dialectical translations, which is stupid. A village is not a kingdom. He said because if you go to America, you see Igbo village.
Yeah.
Anywhere you see Igbo village, you see how the Igbos operate. They are egalitarian in their nature. Anywhere they go, they form their own little groups, and that is how they can protect and defend and grow.
Yeah, even in New York, in New York, we have the Chinatown. Even in Antwerp, we have Chinatown as well. So Chinatown is almost everywhere in the whole world, but that
it's everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
If you go to Louisiana, you see a full-fledged Igbo village in America.
Yeah.
You understand me? Built up. The 14th of last month, the governor in America said that there was an Igbo day in America, in a state in America.
Okay.
You see, when this thing, I started researching on it, and I saw first of all that this thing is so old. Every news on earth has time-related issues to it. 9/11, despite the fact as calamitous as it was, as massive as it was, it is no longer news. At least it's no longer front-page news.
Yeah.
The death of the queen and the coronation of a king in England was big issue globally. But now it is no longer news. The death of the Pope and the emergence of a new Pope was massive news when it happened just very recently. But it is no longer good news, no longer front page news.
Yeah.
How about something that happened 13 years ago? There is something very childish about this whole thing, to tell you the truth. Because at the initial stage, I was very angry until I found out that some politician who has failed once, twice, or 3 times wants to gain some political score. And then he goes around paying social media influencers cheap money to start shouting, because all this happening now is what we call social media rascality. It is political irresponsibility. Now, some of the young ones in Ghana who are shouting, they are responding to the social media. It is normal.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that there's any truth behind whatever is happening. That somebody will sit here and say Nigerians must go and all that. Those are people who don't know the story of Nigeria and the story of Ghana, where we have come together to where we are today. Sometimes it's Ghana that has political and financial issues. They run to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now the Nigerians are having their own issues. They go to Ghana. Look, my friend, there is always a criminal somewhere. And the Ghana law, the judicial, when they saw the judicial rating recently, Ghana rated very highly in the African judicial system. So anybody who is proven to be a criminal should be dealt with as a criminal. But you don't use the same brush to paint everybody. That is called stereotyping. It is called labeling. It is cruel and wicked and silly. Because nobody is not a stranger somewhere. There are Ghanaians. I remember when we were children, Ukukuseko started playing in Igbo land, and they are still there till tomorrow. There are Ghanaian players. When the big Ghanaian issue happened, I know Fela married about 21 Ghana girls and protected them unto death. We had Ghanaians living with us. They were making cane chairs. I remember the first furniture I bought was bought from a Ghanaian selling cane chairs in the streets. I know Ghanaians who were landlords, who were conductors. Later they bought their own buses. I know Ghanaians who have been in Igbo land so long that they are not coming back to Ghana anymore. They become full-fledged Igbo people, married and there. And I found out that this strong man, that is the bone of contention, he's married to a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
He has Ghanaian children. That the chieftaincy is talking about, that it was something that was contested in 2011. It was an open competition with another Igbo man, and they are seeking for Igbo leadership, as we have here in Belgium. Yes. We are a very egalitarian people. We don't go looking for trouble where there is no need for it. When we are progressing, look, it is a known fact that anywhere you go on earth, you don't see Igbos. Something is wrong with that place. From Bermuda to Siberia and Russia, throughout all ends of the earth. This is our people. We are very itinerant. We are wanderers, and we are anywhere we go, we establish. They are doing business. Anyone that is found that is doing a criminal thing, I know that the Ghana system is established enough to take care of business. There are some irresponsible people in social media as screaming around. If it is a big issue, this Ghana social mainstream media, the big newspapers, the televisions will make a big noise out of it. Why are they keeping quiet? It's because it's a non-issue. So that the social media people are shouting and screaming and dancing because they are paid to do it. And they are shouting, Nigeria must go. If the typical Ghanaian thinks that their government is not capable of handling issues, then let them change the government. Don't look for somebody outside. The problem of Ghana is not Nigerians or Igbos. Secondly, the question anybody has to ask, why is it in Ghana? Is Ghana system weak? Because the Sierra Leoneans they speak English also.
Well,
Liberians they speak English also. The Gambians they speak English also. Some part of Cameroon speak English also. Why are they not having these issues? I don't want to go into all the history of all the criminalities that everybody is involved in. So a Ghanaian that sits down and says the Igbos are this thing, let the Igbos who are criminals be punished. But you don't start harassing people who are doing legitimate business and paying tax and contributing to the system, and you come and say they are criminals. I know that it is one politician, I don't know his name, Hassan somebody, who feels that 13 years later he can bring up a non-issue and start screaming and shouting. The government has ignored him. The government authorities invited this man, and after he spoke with them, one of the top-ranking Ghanaian government officials was shocked to know there was no land bought. He was shocked that this thing was something happened about 13 years ago. The security system invited him, and he spoke, and they allowed him to go. But you see the politician shouting. No politician talks like that. That man is not a politician. He's a charlatan.
You made that.
Coming after him. Who are you coming after him?
You made that Ayaraga?
Yes.
Okay.
He does not talk like a politician.
Yeah.
Because if you're a politician, you talk state issues, something to make Ghana go forward. Not that this man is a criminal. This man, you are talking about just one individual.
Yeah.
Because you want to score a political point.
Yeah.
And then you're exasperating the relationship that has existed over years. What if Nigeria start retaliating? You think there are not Ghanaians in Nigeria?
There is, of course.
It does not make sense that some people here can be talking that kind of trash. I just heard one of the women here talking. It's very upsetting because there's no objectivity to whatever they are saying. Nigerians are criminals. Igbos are criminals. I will not say Igbos are this, but any Ghana that comes out here and say then we'll start exposing ourselves here.
Yeah.
And you tell the Belgians that you are all clean. I know Ghanaians that are here that came here with Nigerian paper. I know when Oluwole started in Nigeria, we know how it started.
Okay.
So to talk like that is in the diaspora, when we are abroad, when we are supposed to be our own brother's keeper. It's true that it's being spoken in key, but let me tell you, they can interpret anything now. It's an app. Just one app will be quoted into this thing, and everything everybody is saying will be translated verbally to the system and to the security system here.
Okay, Chris.
It's irresponsible to talk like that.
Okay.
Very irresponsible.
So, Chris, 2 minutes, your final advice to the government and to the Ghanaian public in 2 minutes.
I cannot advise the Ghana government. They are capable of taking care of business, which they have been taking care of. What are you going to tell them? Tell the youth to simmer down. Tell them what's happened. Tell the social media system to be responsible and stop being childish about because somebody gave them some peanuts. They want to cause trouble. Because most of those young ones are not informed. That's why they are behaving like that, feeling that what you said is true, while it is one basket full of lies. So the government of Ghana is capable. If it is a government that is not capable, we will try to advise them. They know what to do. It is not something that happened yesterday. It's very old news. They don't have to leave what is important. The strides that Ghana is making in world economy, and leave it to start chasing peanuts, start chasing irresponsibilities, start chasing shadows. Everybody's looking up to Ghana. Let them continue doing what they are doing. They are doing well. Nigerians are proud of the Ghana. Ghana has a history with Nigeria. When the war that Nigerians fought with the Igbos, it was in Ghana, in Aburi, that they came to for the negotiation. That's how close, that's how deep Nigeria has been with Ghana. And I remember when we were children, they were saying, on Aburi we stand. Whoever was the head of state of Ghana that I guess it was Ashempon or somebody, he took them, and there was it Accra? I don't know, I can't remember. But he took them and actually try to bring peace in Nigeria. Say a war in Nigeria is like a war in Ghana.
Okay, Chris, let me leave you here. Thank you for.
It's all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution and your advice also as well. I think a word to a wise is enough. We will continue the program, and please continue watching the program, because I'll try to summarize it in English so that you can also follow. That's what I've been doing.
It's all right.
Yeah, I'll try my best to summarize whatever they say in English, at least the points, so that it will be easy for you also to follow what they are saying. But in short, I know the Ghanaians are talking.
I've seen one or two of them speak. The first guy that speak, I think that guy has lived too much in Nigeria.
Yeah,
he must go.
Yeah,
it's like that.
Yeah, the businessman.
But he knows everywhere. And he was speaking objectively.
Yeah.
Because he was speaking for Ghana, speaking for Nigeria.
Exactly.
That's what everybody had expected.
Exactly.
Not staying in one place and talking trash.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you for your advice. That as I said, give me about 2-3 minutes and let me read the messages and say the people are also, we are with people, and then let me see what they also wrote, because they are also part of us. If you want, you cannot come on, please. You can leave your message and we'll read it for you. Ghana one who say I just understand. I just understand why we tolerance these people. Ghana one to say, are you trying to be sarcastic, Mr. Host? Oh, I'm not sarcastic. Please. Ghana one who say, excuse me, sir, please. Allow her to talk. Okay, well, that's when the lady was talking. As you allow, but he's talking about emotion. I mean, emotion is going to drive us, but that will not help us anywhere. So let us try to analyze things the way it's supposed to be, and let us find a permanent solution to the problem or to the issue. But there are laws in Ghana. That's what there are laws in Ghana. So as my brother Chris said, let us leave the laws, or the Ghana government. The government knows what it's supposed to do. So let us leave it to them. Maybe the government knows there is nothing to talk about, or there's nothing to act on it. That's why they are quiet or they are calm. Because the man, as far as I know up to today, he hasn't committed any crime. If he has committed any crime
at all.
Yeah, if he has committed any crime, then the law has to deal with him. But he hasn't committed any crime. So why? Why? What is the cause? What is the problem? So if he has committed a crime, let the law take its course. But if he hasn't committed a crime and somebody sitting somewhere and say he's a king, he's a chief, I don't think it's a problem. But anyway, Chris, let me leave you and then continue to follow us. Thank you.
I'm following you, my brother.
Okay, take care. Bye. Yeah, that's what Chris, as I introduced him to you. Somebody saying your host is not a Ghanaian. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm a Ghanaian. The fact that I don't support you, I'm a Ghanaian, but I have to be objective here. I don't have to be, because I'm a Ghanaian, I have to follow whatever everybody says. No, we are looking for solution. So that is something else. We are looking for a permanent solution. We are not looking for violence. We are not looking for, somebody must go, somebody must this. We've been doing it for several years, and it's not helping us. So, prostitution and everything, it's Ghanaians who started prostitution in Nigeria. All those who went there, they know. When the Ghanaians went to Nigeria, they were also doing prostitution. Prostitution, Nigerians doing that job. It's not a new thing. Ghanaians started it, and Nigerians also come to Ghana, they are doing it. So this is no news. So I don't think this is news. But the news is what the kidnapping and all those things that they say Nigerians are doing. That is the problem. That I know they've introduced a lot of crimes over your country, and that is the problem. But we haven't finished, my brother. I think I finished reading the comments. More comment. I'll come back to the comment again. Let me see. Who?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Master,
yeah.
What you know, I'm saying, you be already be what you.
Oh, okay. Like I say, I'm sorry.
Any part of free home.
So yeah.
Me. Where?
Yeah.
Where's my hometown in Ghana? Where is it? The last comment. Somebody is asking where is my hometown in Ghana because I didn't support his emotional talk. Oh my goodness. Please. My hometown that has nothing to do with the program. At least I'm a Ghanaian. Yes, sir. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Masa, udi never be our case free enough to our seminar. I'm being
very brief.
Brief, yeah. Okay.
I'm Patterson speaking. Patterson, former Ghana welfare chairman in Belgium.
You are speaking from?
I'm located in London now.
Okay.
And I'm a follower of your program.
Okay.
And today I'm really getting disappointed with your topic in contention. No matter what, I think it was non-starter at all.
Okay.
And I considered it being promoting xenophobic topic. Yes, it's a complete. Ghana and Nigeria have lived side by side in peace and harmony over the years without any iota of problem. We have had issues, Ghana, Nigeria, in the past, and I think it's the youngsters who have not bothered to know the history of where we've come, traveled, and where we are at the moment.
Yeah.
In 1969, when Dr. Busia became Prime Minister of Ghana, issued the alias compliance order when he ordered all Nigerians out of Ghana. In 1974, there was a retaliation where everybody says Ghana must go. And it looks like, we don't even understand how they all started. You know what I mean? And fine, since then, there have been this diplomatic harmony that has prevailed between Ghanaians and even, let me broaden it to ECOWAS. ECOWAS is in place as we speak. That is the free movement of people and goods as is happening in Europe here. So, and this is bringing peace within the region.
and in most parts of Africa. Why did the Europeans do the EU, the European Union? Why did you think, okay, they passed that freedom of movement and goods? It was curtailed the unnecessary wars that sprinkled across Europe here. They did that. The deep thinkers sat down and realized that without that interconnectivity, human beings are human beings. Misunderstandings may always prevail, but it has to be limited. It has not need to rise up to the tensions that
we are creating. Yes, I think the line cut it to come. UK or somebody. No, I hear you now. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So to me, please, with all due respect, we don't put fire where there is no fire. No matter what it is, that Igbo issue we are talking about in Ghana there is a non-starter at all. I remember very well it was an issue of struggle between Igbos when they wanted to form their organization in Ghana and wanted to who should lead them. That happened in 2011 or 2012. It's gone. And I remember I've just read the press release of this guy in question saying that, okay, it's some excerpts from that interview which has been retracted and been propagated by some bloggers to tarnish him. Fine. My concern is even not there. We live in a country which has rules and regulations. And the Ghanaian authorities are there to deal with any foreigner or citizens in Ghana. If anyone comes in there and misbehaves, the authorities are there to deal with him.
Of course.
Even as I speak with you, Dangote, who is considered the most richest man in Africa, is he not in Ghana? Has he not come to open businesses in Ghana? Has Ghanaians bothered that, okay, with all his wealth, he's coming to capture Ghana? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I just can't fathom why we should even sit down discussing an issue like this. Such a sensitive issue, which is promotion of xenophobia. Ghana for when your topic I tell radio show, individual people can spill whatever they want on the social network. Is their individual freedoms and whatever. But as a platform, a bigger platform like this, let's say we have to cut the person off. Because you don't need to be a platform of promoting xenophobic ideas.
No, we are not promoting xenophobia.
No. I'm a listener. Platform now inciting Ghanaians against Nigerian Igbos. Simple. The same thing and happening in Rwanda. Genocide happening in Rwanda. One radio presenter at a radio station. And not talk or rise here against the Tutsis. And the Hutu for a sorry yet Tutsi for. One presenter, one radio presenter. And the course of Nipa over millions who I mean, we don't forget our history so soon as human beings. When you 1994, Rwanda genocide, you know.
I know.
It started a similar thing like this.
No.
Yes, I don't know. We don't calculate the impact of it because as I speak with you, minimum say no. Nigeria for Ghana.
Of course. Ghana for Nigeria.
Everyone is doing that. Every year family in the say up to now say the weekend. Yeah, differences in Yanyada. The American will be Antias in 1969. Bushi Abaye, Saturday Nigeria for from Ghana. Mami alata for omune to bi la pam store Nigeria for the buy. And you may be what can be quiet Canada they are terms and Nigeria for the buy. Yeah, because they were part and parcel of our system. And then Bushi Abaye no say Nigeria for ya di Ghana fa. And no one identify one group of people who or see Nigerians were overwhelming us. And obey issue aliens compliance order. alias compliance order because Nigeria for na net doors untino and affect you Emma woman or say how going now. And but Nigeria for na net doors. It's a palm woman in our free Ghana. A quiet. 1974. And I say your friend say Nigeria forces are. One who you see you as human dear cost also. Oh, Korea, no. A honey affair Nigeria, or you know, a boom. Come my palm woman, no. Then the Nigeria oil, you know, and the boom ye womb. I mean, we are seeing now. Nigeria for a bigger oil producers can pay on them. Satam na batanum Pakisika will contain them, entatim, trankim, and the editor. A honor for the Ghana for no, Yadian social Nigeria. I could use school grana. Satam will be here for catchers or secondary school grana. No catchers say school number, you know. And this kind of I want to be it's a casual photo of Nigeria, so let me go to Nigeria. No, call Nigeria or Pesca. And pass over Bano or Ban in the radio, tape, and yeah, woman talk out, like I said, we're only this kind of
the diaspora is now 100 cross every door to Nigeria, no for the bar. Yes, Medasi. Yes, Ghana for the donor a wabuch in the donor 80%. They came from Nigeria. Yeah.
But do not you call Nigeria, you call Nigeria, Hono, near you said, they have come woman da, so Munkomo. It's ye call Yana. You call from who you call Creti again, and this hour, the Kika who have Ghana for Nako Fu half a. No, say, hey, now Mama Pammy, yeah, try a baby, a man, she agree one.
Not why.
I feel a moment, and you have the form, so. Yes, you're good, Yanni, only about the Fumua. And you're not so mobile. And none as before Ghana must go by.
83.
83, fantastic. Ghana must fine. 74. 83, that's for the correction. Ghana must go. Day. Buy almost the palm of Ghana for. She need to say who ye. She need just a brand new park of Bomako Bono. Oh, myself, the woman a few months. Since then, Asumje Etimia back between Ghana and Nigeria. All because ECOWAS. Etimi streamline omo policies ama say no omo implemented a free movement of people and goods obi etimi eco baby so far as ukra ECOWAS card said the Europe for na aye no pepepe ukona say who require utimi faso ye adwuma utimi kokoye but ni nyina with rules and regulations say ya me no ka say even Ghana card you kwa no mo yi e ma ye no as Ghanaians no. We are now through Ghana now to meet proof say okay you have come to stay on the business you almost screen you who say correct a Ghana card must be issued for you and now you Ghana for because over kaya and say now man force you abrofu bi me dey Ghana card they didn't know the difference between say a Ghana card for foreigners and a Ghana card for citizens or say utikroma now demanding residents in Ghana. You may Ghana card about, but our card the same color. But I also say we are foreigner, we are resident as a foreigner, and now we are Ghanaian also we are citizen and also and you know begin wa esi kwan say sabi you na or na kadie ya o pese Ghana no wa chusu homecoming now they are buy a promotion now or promotion say what is the sense of it or promote homecoming and say diasporans are sabio ye work country mo ye ti anase o mu my ho da no betimi aba be discover Ghana as an industrial hub no betimi aba invest in Ghana as asase so now betimi atena asumdie wo so the whole thing is say ye inciting people to come and invest in the country. Na nipa no ba bedru ho nie na say wo se wa fe de wasa ba ya de so a wo be pam na dia na in the first place wo ma ne ba be ye den it is say me no wo ka say me wo kura $100,000 udu America ne e chan kwa be na green card e wa America because Americans be say anybody coming with the necessary requisite wealth that which man invest or ama economically o man be nya so fa so you are welcome na nya wo asabi you omu de na o ma bre no o no mo ba be scrap na o so abege abetiti ho afi o musem they won't allow you. That is how it is. Country biano the economic viability depends on industrialized people coming into the system to invest. Say there were problems that won't be one group of people say only a problem. The country has rules and regulations dealing with those or say
issues.
The true ones are system. I'm living in UK here. You learn how many would make us a I know. The most dominant race UK are the Indians.
Yeah.
The dominant race. The number or say that the Indians have the biggest number of mayors in all UK towns. UK towns, cities, mayors, over 50 something in India. Even UK land the mayor of London is an Indian. Indian.
Okay. And you go
so the point modern one and your crime. Me ba na me be bomb me home modern and your crime. Yeah, bomb my basso. Name no yen discourage me say my back. And no has nothing to do with crime. You make an say and you nipa no Nikala, there be free and you heard the judgment. No matter Ghana Nigeria Bonnie or Ghana why you to. All go pano be Bonia, only the Ghana. Yantin to. The Kofan say ba na sekwana buy China so na near deport mono. Ghana for sorry say other na say China ni China ni dia musi deport no. Ghana ni dia fa no go to prison. It's a ban starting not prosecute all foreigners who commit those crimes. So the same law should be applied to them. So say topic here nobody has come up to tell me the crime.
That is true.
Can't be one put it to say why you went. I don't know you persecute on the name say Nippon is an Igbo person.
Yeah.
I mean how honest? How honest? About who no channel, who gonna near me no channel. Sani yakana also ka ufria. Yana for do ya wokro ma land Europe no. You can see a pamye nyina ko Ghana bonso wa Ghana okebeko. Yebeko. Yabe wo ye mama ye ma bebre. Obi a wo ne ba wo 20 years wo ne bi. Ye ma bebre o nim Ghana asase no kra. You timi for mu kra ko holiday squad mu Ghana ho kra. What I say? Ye ma ya be wo mu. Ebi kwa ko Ghana da. And they are part and parcel here. But the point is that we don't wash away from them, say they are not part of us. Do we say they're part of us? Are they not Ghanaians? They are part of us. Even those who are foreign passport, I was a passport. Genetically, they are our own. It is some other topic before I say to air. Yes, scrutinize the answer. Because they say Antwerp Nigeria for me organization. Adebia Ghana for you be our free. Adebia yes, whatever Nigerians do, they invite the Ghanaians. Whatever the Ghanaians do, we invite the Nigerians. What I say? Satan lucky no we were doing everything in common.
Yeah, of course. And it's still there.
Nice I said because Ghana will be blogger be at one was scrutinizing before. Now you are some near a point of discussion. Like I say, in one or the other, we are supporting that and promoting it. Who's a debut and Nubi Lagoka? But I could see the two born and who cried, he said, you John Chesak, we're legally. What has that?
Oh, dear, Okano, dear name say it had been a social issue trending, and then it involved the diaspora because we are also in someone's country. And that is why I opened this forum for the diasporans to advise those in Ghana or to educate those in Ghana as far as this thing is concerned. That we are all brothers, we are also travelers, we are also settlers in someone's country. So if somebody has settled in our country and this thing is going on, what advice are we going to give to our fellow Ghanaians in Ghana? Or how are we going to advise them to manage this situation? And that is the reason why I put this, that we have to discuss. And then
follow the trend now. That is not exact.
But the trend, there are no said is emotions. People will talk out of emotions. Let them talk.
When emotion, they say, Obiaye mi bibi, na boni na wadi no menya ho abotre na me dia Kumasi eko ma answer na me de ko bibi and na me act out of emotion.
Yeah, no, me hunu ne say me ba ogojo me hunu ne say Ghanaians na Kasana, they have Nigerians, no, something against them in the sense say it is a fact say Nigerian force ba ho no crime rate na wo Ghana no adoso. Nti no mu pe kwan bia so na say nya kwan be fa so e be eliminate omu a we eliminate them because omu akọ omu niama bia ye koso no aye time. So o check
Bible say suntu dia beba. Dia nam no so beba no. Onwie.
Ya na nam papa isu aba no. Ya na nam papa isu aba no.
No. Una wo platform na nam so o be because enye trend bia na ye pick e discuss it because me na me am to we no. Me am to social media no ka bia maintain the omo kasa.
Ya na mamu ante no.
But very good. But when I make a discussion, to me, yes, so disgusting because I have friends, Igbos. I have friends, I have friends in Nigeria. I have lecturers in Nigeria. So when I see we are single out a whole tribe. Now, because what individual people think, we are being unfair. It's not trend to be very sensitive, and as a social media, and
I said at the beginning of the program that this issue is a sensitive issue. I said it earlier. There's a sensitive issue. But
open up and let them say whatever they want. Na me ono kwa ne koso ne daye e na nyanko po ka se ono kwa eti nyo me ma na me fa me so en fa sa ni daye na nyanko kontro na se mo ka te no me to say amansan ye ni ono ampa ni video na ko kan se o mu say see nipa we asuma say no offer the value and but if I open the platform next nipa na me the sensitive nature of it I was listening to Chris, I don't know the position of Belgium. Said the number can. Or he's an Igbo. That and I introduce you. What I said. But which thing said? I don't know. Happy in Ghana. No. I quite say just mama. A better sa net. And then no social media and internet at that woman. Adibia Ubebiano is going to be there forever and ever. A better watch. Anybody can revisit it at any time. So we don't want to say don't be an incitation of any xenophobic or say ideas. Don't be part of it. Don't be part of it.
I'm reading messages so here. I'm out for messages.
Ghana for any Igbo for any problem. We don't have any problem with Igbos. We don't have any problem with Nigerians. They are all ECOWAS country living in harmony and peace side by side. Let peace reign.
Okay.
Go on, Africa.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. Yo, I'm sorry, Mr. Patterson Belcon, and then I Kasam so Bonidin, on our Casa Free UK. He was here with us as the chairman of the Ghana Welfare, and then he is now in UK, and then he came to say what he has to say. I think you hear from him. So we don't become the side of the story. But before Isaac, before so Babasono, hold on, let me read these messages for him after Partisan spoke. Somebody told me I'm not a Ghanaian. Anyway, Pascal, I say Mr. Kola, Ghanaians were not kidnapping, robbing, and killing them in Nigeria in 1983.
Yes.
So the 1983, the Ghanaians were not. You mean the Ghanaians were not kidnapping? They were not robbing. They were not killing them in Nigeria. That means Nigerians are killing Ghanaians in Ghana, and they are doing kidnapping and robbery in Ghana. That's what he means. So what he wants to say is that is the reason why Nigerians should go. If I can understand him well. Okay, Joanna, I say who they talk. Question mark 3-4 times. Pascal said, this caller is irritating me with this voice. Mr. Patterson, will be you irritating with your voice. Joanna, do now say who is talking? Hey, Joanna, when you have a paper to power, okay. You can call. I'm say producer for number not 2 Joanna. I'm on fully at also. Okay, then people can call. Those who want to, contribute, they can call and contribute. This man from South Africa, I'm say the honor xenophobia no ebaye ye ne nkomo be 2 minutes ye hwe omo so how after the xenophobia no so send the South Africa city opening hello Adik
yes sir
wa bo di ne ka ba bia o ka se free ansa na waka wase
but me did Isaac me ka se South Africa
Papa
na o program no na me pese me ba so
wo ka se obi ati South Africa Krube na wo so
me free South Africa
ye Krube
na
South Africa Krube
our friends Eastern Cape South Africa Eastern Cape
okay
yeah okay yeah na me bacho na enkomo no se na topic ni ba ye no matie ye abejafo bebre na bekasa afa ye nua na se Nigeria ni ya wa bedu Ghana na se musisi akọ bebre na me dwedwum abisa enuanum a ye numu omo ha ye ade ni ba media ne so ye fefe bisa na me papa mu a se na asem no abanzesia na ye kan o dozu se papa no onye boni bia saade because waka se oye Igbo king anaja police for be friend no bisa no ona osi onye king fine ana yomwe se mututu na omanchi no mututu na no na according to papa na kasa no hwia ade hihade ase na anye se ye be kan no omu kan no kre no omo amu ka papa no ho asem no ehu animu ba bia se minu mienu ye tie ye obi mansu ana se bi mu Ghana amu kase obo okwa papa na kasa kono onim ne fisika tie ye papa wo Ghana na ye papa yarega oni kase mu a wa ye no ho se ebia oni ye mpanyufo di nkomo oni o mampani dada ron se kasa da oni mampani kufu akasa
njine boni me bawo njine boni awaye no se woni mu Ghana mpanimfo no ne mu nyina akasa
na bi oni mu Ghana ko di odi amanfo fi ni komofo ne fi na Nigeria eba edi boni amomu ye we ma no wo na papa ne kan so ena me bawo aje o ti Ghana ho ena o de
Nigeria for eba be process ayi ebebo ashawo ena bibisa yawo kano ena Ghana ban meba azik mebawo ena Ghana ban hwe no se oye bone nti won hwe no ye hwe no manonko Ghana ho no obo mbraso na
adabi obo braso ni mu nya oyi na ni bi nya me kan mo ti ma se ebia bia me kase me ya de but no kola am di adwuma wo machi
ya chi akwala bi ya mebawo azik meba ya chi akwala bi eno obo papa ne din se ono na ori o kidnap nkwa o ma na kidnap nkwa la ma no ena papa no ya he no ne ya no so
ya o kwasa wo bisa no aye no because obat onu ene di o mo ba
ede na chese ono na di o mo ba yanchi akwara bi ema akwara no nkoka se masomasi ene yesi ena me catch you say Isaac mebawo ena me catch you say asem na aba no ye hwe papa no bone a waye because yesu ye to bi ma so wuti we ade ye wo anya ode no fanya onua wo so wuti we ye betimi aba catch you say meba wo de nkwala afri fa ne ba South Africa bebo sa ba sibra no ye ka sa asem we kire wa bra ye ni ayibia no ha ade asem na abeka te anu krese anya no kre
o be ka se anya
nya wa
se wa kasa wadu mu na ti hwe video bi a audio amafo eba na ti hwe video bi a uko back to the media so a ana so uko wo ma wo viso bi a wo ma amuni wo ma kasa mu komofo e bi kire se papa no o yewudi ni se bi o yewudi ni se bi a onye oyin na di amafo ho obo ye sadi aye ekura me ti su je de ya anka papa no ka no be kagem mi kura me wo mu sese South Africa that's sad in South Africa police for akọchi no sese ya na so akọchi no ebisa no musema ye jani da baby ahamra na ye wo mu no anu na medical sasem we ahamra na ye wo mu wo ame wo mu South Africa anu na medical sasem we fine all those say ye Ghana for ye Ghana but in Ghana some goes idea papa ni ye wo secret mu no papa me ndada anu odi it mean dem for so say penyefo no ye ma no nko anya say onu ye nka si Nigeria for wo Ghana ye omu nya criminal na bi ili ya kwa ye we michi ayo ye Nigeria for nya ye ewa ha South Africa ye bibi tu ye abi ase ye wo yie mu ye party ye wedding bibi a pese ye bia badu to Nigeria for ye no ma na eden eye ewo kumu a but ye nka se mo pam Nigeria for papa no and they say a person on Figana eko no kru ye nka se Nigeria for ye nye se ye pam Nigeria for Figana there papa no na ye ne ono na asema aba because according to papa no issue a fi no oba ye kika wo se sia ye kika wo asisia ye besa fi ne be ba chiri enti no misre mama ye ka se bia na papa no onya ahwe no ye nimu no ho asem ana papa ye hwe ye krum ni papa ya papa pedimu ya o ma wo ko fence o ko police for go chiri tutu na no onu papa no asem bebre e chai me ni o papa ne kan ye tun fa na no wo for ko se bi odo no kwa na Nigeria ni ai baga se bia ye die ni ai den asano anase ye die ni asini so da bi ne sa oh papa ne evident bebre because we need evident bebre o pa no ho a anko betina anase radio station so ai ka se papa boy no anase ye sa papa no onye ni papa wudie bebre na ekoso Ghana nyina no Nigeria for Burkina Faso nipa bebre no oni nkofo ni nkola na yes side man wow enti yesre say ye panyofo no omuto omunensi fom na omu yini fi ho na omu mani ko ni krom okay bidamasi yes ka obra yes that's
okay Ajit from South Africa no to the lady aba producer I'm say asemna ayedion opening say Ajit so the lady aba ye sure papa yen so here say ensa ebeka no a I'm say men friend say afra betin line say mentimi enya no nhe so no so kakra no so betim de amaye but papa na se mo ye ka no papa na kasa no ye hunu ade poti awayo ye hunu bone pa poti nya evidence bia say papa na waye sei ana say waye sei so ena ye to na je fa say wakọbọ no ho safo hene se oye ohene oye ayikin no nti na ye nyina ya tran se ne ye de se ne source of income na person hunu a it's up to the government aban no and security issue anu na obeso he se papa we kura bia osika wanya no he fa na onya free ye ana se se ni but mo ye hunu mo ye hwe ne hunu se ye no ne de ye papa ne nyina no so ye worldwide awiase nyina hwe ye so no ye sori a yes ye pay investors ukuru papa no so businesses oba wa invest yes o manum wo Ghana wa ba ne Ghana ni ba wo manum nti yo ka asem wo so hwe ni wa betra oba kurum na obi kurum ye na etu obi kurum yi that's one kurum ba no awo manum that's actually hunhunu de wa ye na yesi kurum a because wa ko ka say no asante fo na say Ghana for travel for do aye hene nti wa cha say ya to asase e de mo ye no esa na papa ne ka ye ne no so no na me ka say nti say no oni obi beka say aha ye wo Chinatown e wo ha e wo asante fo hene wo ha e wo asante fo hene wo bayi na Germany e wo asante fo hene ti sa ne ma no to bi ya na che say crime na nti ne ma bi ho no mo mo me hwe ne justice why abroad this issue na ye ntimi adiketi ye ho na ye hunu se ne ma no duru ba bi a madafu bi le ka kire me wo se bi di here kan kwasesem bi di here kan sem fu so ai because mo ma ye mfa ehia en kan sem a ehu hia ana say yan fan kan sem fu so antino mama enema bi ho no mo yan hwe na yan hwe na yan settle ye yan na say yan kan ye because opani no obi antimi kire ade poti ya wa ye ntine wo say ye de no court sa situation no na me di kan say a sensitive issue because yeso ya hoho ne yeso egu obi krum wa ha nti ye kan sem na mom ye hwe ni ye na o your phones and now show there. Hello?
Hello.
Masa, udi ni baby au kase free wada roma.
UK.
Okay, Masa. Say wo tie so amadonko yetio.
Let me question it. Tell me, I was saying, in ya and for the police, we now Ghana and Kaka Muno. I buy no constitution, no. So we are who are, a dear now, but you might give a bit nearly. And then you might want to mean you. A bit is as I say, crown or one, as I say, said, waiting yet, another year allowed to say, what working to us, I say. As I said, not on what the year day. I was just wing I say was say it could more for it to us because of some money could more for. We say, okay, I say, Galano, a bass, I say, only and you may be a year free visa now, or be finished by you want to take a Viana, no better because of Wisconsin. No, as I saw you, Nima Depot here on what day, what day. If you say, on the battalion, only mean agri won't seem, and then the future plans are all day. So I say, think away no. So yeah, my mother and a toy and look at maybe I am a villager. And can no go beyond cafe because I didn't know Cata because or your my back. May not sure so much milk free Ghana, Nigeria, or top big land. So the even what got away either. What do you mean, my UK? What do you mean, Belgium? I got top big land. So I say, you put our say, UK have a big land now, all the other.
Maza.
At the back of this, I won't tell you.
Maza, but your passport being a kutao means me passport being a kutao.
You can buy your passport.
A Belgian passport, no, which meet or property or Belgium. They say, which meet or Bibisa, which meet or property or Ghana, or Belgium ho. Okay, that's what meet or property or Belgium. I don't already or not so for a what meet or property or Ghana.
I don't think I make us a water. You must say, what do you
now? The other day, Uber to Miaka said the medicine school. Now we know French school. So I talk to Tama. It will know what can as a beer, the party of Meba, a beer and some more kind, or so day, you know. A beer we are saying, you know, day. It happened to be near my team, sister. It is up to baby our tone, no, because I dear we are assassin with your trauma, say, fire first a was all day by your school. You say your assassin in your school. And now DCD and a letters are him for no any yempen and Tiania Jusica, Nafa, assassinate. It's possible. So, yes, it is impossible to assassin it. Then it's up to Mum Toma, no, and I'm a gun and I at you, and now Sako, your home. Send a higher home now on a son, a gun and your home row. I won't boom him round as a man and a year, Juma. Fine, not so.
I was telling you who say, so. I started to look at the of which we are there. I thought. What I said, make a whole thing to make a back nickname in the cat of which we are talking. I had a church. When him Mebo, when him Dangote, as I say, I want to Ghana. Dangote. When him Dangote, or what the cement factory will be attacked. I made many a coon. When was I see a case I told you in the factory, all factory will be attacked. I'm telling you, Dangote. Dangote, what task I see you attack ready? Oh, the end of Juma Williams. Or the factory, yes. Or the factory, no, I want the community, no. Nazo no okota asase onye si factory no okota asase no so much acres okotoy nti papa no so ata asase a enye crime you hwe do dey ye no na office emwawa then you have to come and see na make us it's up to community na oto asase no na betimi akase masa e bi asase na otoy no ba bi ade ko no dey oka so dey enye no na ode ye nti ye di asase na free nsem a fine Ghana cry ombra ho say oto asase na se bi a certain of years no want me develop a yetimi gi free nsem do you know that? So Ghana yitimi free with some assassin auto no e was how develop within a certain period so want me any bibi and free rule want me any bibi ano or when no right so free with some all these laws are there so what you say intino obi atimi to assassin e de yedo project or person dey o risika no so beton so akwa no dey any project I read for far say illegal means no you don't have a problem. But idea illegal. Papa no ye may be illegal there. Then of course, but no crown emra okun authorities don't have to deal with him. Ghana no want to home am say ranchi yenda. Nti if you say Ghana no da hosa. Ghana mra so mu a. And I be say agrada ate ho no ya no obi anim so Ghana de emra no. O say mra so agrada say ohun ba bi oda. Ohun da bi e ba bi adru. Ya na yete ho a social media no ye kan sem to say Ghana no na mpanimfo no na Ghana no masa. Ghana mra so mu da. Don't joke
yet you are Casasa, Ghana no bro, Papa no, why am you be a enya? Exactly.
Open the door can make me talk now. Namna you're aside of all Emlano, you know, empty and send your home at Sayati. Someone Memlano, send them Lana Cafago, because you're volcano. But you have potential say. Send our man also, you catch a man or Marty, what is here? Take your comment, Papa, any problem. And then you have the Papa, like the animal tone, and no, I make a say. We sit in school way, I'm a name come before we get in before. I'm not a Catalano. I'm not just no, what means I walk me through come Nigeria. I'm just come and can't tell any of them come Igbo for school. Yeah, just yet. Therefore, that's just yet.
Oh, just yeah.
Maybe Ghana, you know, you can buy a passport. That's me to make the country pay. But my buy say, and I say, as ordinary person, Mimi Kwano, we be semi school Kwana, Ghana from Kwana local school, not the whole area, only Ghanaian area. Ah, Panin, Abuja. Abuja. What do you mean? Yeah. We are Ghanaian. The whole Macklin, you know, you will get to my talk.
It didn't because it's not Mary say you discuss this idea we crowd was such a big platform so because Obi to another or Gana Numua. Oh, yeah, Obi Gana Numua. Now to one idea, now to an hour, and at the end, you met me a cotas as I say. Opening.
Upon it, I am not cafe. So, Obi Quatina FM, so I can't say, Mayor Kua, young Quatino. Obi Quatina FM, so I can't say, President, young Quatino. Now, Quatino, yet to turn on your investigation, yet China near the Nakotum, Yaquachino, near your investigation, who say, Udipana and some Okan and Passo Bichimia Yukuno, and ye did not find Marasso. And the acquires will be no, a dipano, as some Wakano, or you will be a bro, and as will be to an old can you say who or can I catch a seminary and Cobebia, who cares? It's Papanos or Bayan Yama will be at some way no Cassie 2013 and 20 something. 20 so assembly 2012 or somewhere there, and as some we see. I say, and yet news of Fufro. I are somewhere old news. And no more far by you say Umukan, no cars will be school, no basis adiano, and oh yes, as our time knows, yes, it is a Bia Quasi. Sikano when will be joining no can somewhere and now some crowd about press statement maybe Kakano has said why a press release say the Umukanina and Yanokre on Tasa CBA baby some Georgia Koya investigation was say Papa no Niasa CBA and crown for and Casanto the press release about say Papa no Mutasa CBA man Obian Tasa CBA man so I say it when you know I discuss for Pano near they didn't win I'm saying it's irrelevant. And but only say a social issue I make and say air coso until I want we the diasporans no to use this platform to educate our people. That is the reason why I brought this topic today. So we have to use the platform to educate our people back home because we at diasporans we are also settlers in somebody's country. We have to understand that we also are settlers in somebody's country. We are also buying properties in London, buying properties in Belgium, buying properties in America. But we are still having taken their passports. We are taking Belgian passport as Ghanaians. We are taking the American passports as Ghanaians. That one they are normal. The mom Nigerian you cannot get Ghana passport there. You know the abomination. Why are we doing this? Why Nigerian you call Ghana Nigeria? Watina Nigeria mebo watina Ghana for all years. He doesn't deserve to get a Ghanaian passport. Of course he deserves. It is a Ghanaian. If you have Ghana passport, we marry Ghanaian. Yeah, buy a worry abroad for the main young crater, the According Union near the Abba. About Kruman, one worry Brunia. There's no way now one year refugee where near Drew, and I want worry Brunia. That's our two things out in young crater. Now they have been young crater and then I be young crater. In Jabawari, and the young crater, and the determined the Coffee Union near Mania, the Adiaba and crater and a bua will be out to be a camion as a be a canwo. That is how we did it. Yeah, the favor idea, normal. Then we will be doing Ghana now, the Okotraho, or woman. No, dear, when you Ghana passport. You feel say, and you know, the abomination. Why? Why are we like this? That's any I cannot. Papa, no, buy a book, where you will be a day.
make that statement in 2013. Oh yeah, no, I'm out for it. You will do a UBNT and then you until said the neighbor community no. And no be a course if I couldn't be a course not phone by Bahano. Let's have somebody for the China, but that's the reason why I have that problem, you know, and really up. I didn't commit to me at the up because I say, even in the year 84. Last time, in the year 84, fine, you're fine at the moment. But you shall know and send me your client. That's the preparation I want you have. I'm proud to know I'm out for the gap in the back way of Nigeria. What I keep because the name of your mind. Oh, yeah. That is important to mark the neighbor community. I want to bring it up on this and not be too late. I'm a so, and I know you put that say, you're planning for your papa no, because of Papa de Kayama and Koyam made of baby. You're planning for no, I'm young and maybe a water because who can say, what can you? I'm
Rana, you know,
I'm now you can I'm now Belgium. I say, who talks your club now? If you're the plan, if you're about any plan, I'm now so, but yet you rules and guide those things, and I now, Kevin will be a mistake. Yet, not for the other. I'll fight it here. But it's the other massive.
Okay. That's what I was saying. I'm saying, yeah. I'm on for Fantos Mame. I got a opoku. I say, obviously, peace. Was it this host is clueless? Yeah, I'm not clueless, but because the old kind of may support to another, I mean, Papa no me hunu boni awaye ntine ya so na asem num twan na ye ka na ye ka but ye di papa yesu eti akrofo ma so yesu eti obi ma so yesu ka se yenko ekrom a ye betime ka se yesu yenko ekrom but de wo de ye de ya wote ya comfortably ye normal but obi ko tra ekrom comfortably dia ye no de enye normal o ko invest wo ekrom a ade no invest wo ekrom enye normal outro wo be any kinship or any kinship a wo ye any kinship but anam say embra wo Ghana there is constitution there is laws. And people are taking care of it. And you know, so the authorities have to deal with him according to what he has done. But in Kasa Ubitina, no air can't say, because of what he's saying, we have to, deal with him because he said he's going to create a kingdom. Has he created a kingdom? So, Papa knows about out, my can several times, so I back out on the 18th, I become a press release, say, the air can in one to us, baby. Now, what do you what again? Also on to us, baby. The omu kanina was saying Kutumpu. No, of course, saying Kutumpa. Then why do you have to discuss? Why do you have to make problem out of this? What's in the Okanya? So what's in the Bossa no when they gonna fortune? Because what else I say no? Why you say, then you can make a problem out of it. A penny to a mau krum will be out on Tina as we buy and penny for Nadine because we will say some minimum rabia de channel. Or quiet, 1 year when you be abonné. Or quite so tenakroom no when ye illegal activity bia or no so ye Igbo king Igbo for one so at and say no more sin king. So what is your problem? We are gonna now to criminal. I feel what is your problem? Yet Ghana ha was anti hene ewa ha yet Europe ya was anti hene obebia ye budja it me budja kakraka na asante hene Igbo hene they are all everywhere in Europe and America. Everywhere. Any debit me na boy. It me na boy. No papa no to dey na kwai. Ya kura dey no kura so dey o sori our address na igwe na che say ya masa ye dey hia na e kan sam hutemhunu. So what you na mo homode na say wo dey wuntimi what you na mo homode na wuntimi hia dey wo so business a obeye na so hoho aba na o any business na e koso a na odi na kasi semo na oti wa na ye oya ade na o ye hoho no dey odi na kasi semo wo so tia aha ye tie ebinum daka papa mu foreigners Ghana for footballers near there they also have expensive cars and they almost live good almost luxury things almost live they are all foreigners no almost buy
source of income.
How do you want the people to say at the end of the day do nipa and Ghanaians time say you best change your best your mentality near the
source of income
yeah buy how they are good say cool be how they are we have to change it. These are the one of the things that I want to educate the Ghanaians. Say never be your more. Mummy ni the Ghana young selfishness. Any greedy no. You penny for no details so no. You know one edidi and say if you Ghana no any money acquire penny for. You know the idea free na akusim penny for. So mu kwa omu free money acquire penny for no. greediness ne selfishness no saa because Ghana you be greedy no you're selfish man ho de konunu ho a abomination. Why do we do this? The idea ho a send you be can or video na am say your boy no say Ghanaians we don't love ourselves. It's true. Ghana ni kwasra kwa bi obefa so obetwe na hwefom bi obetwe no. So eno an ye didi mo a ye de atu kwan ye de te ho ati no. What Ghana na wo ehia o mpebere Ghana ni umere juma last week topic is about creating jobs no. Kofo ka bibiri kwan ye fa so you gun kofo juma. That's what we are good at. So beto bi ba na so timi ye na juma no timi so tidipe ne ate woni ye de na totan kru wom ne ate woni afei na o ye hoho ene we den ne ye kan ho asem ne ye kan bibiribi wo so bo ho modern why not? So enti no me de me kan say ya me no say ya ye bi anti ye tiefo ne ahefo m say ye da mo amobo aye no amo kasa ye nyina ye da mo nyina bele mu ma fatu so producer fatu so na yemfa ade no yemfa entournament kana yemfa aye program no enko awie am say won am say producer de aye bi to so na maka no ha na afi no ye nyina ye de aye etue hofo na afi ye de akọ am say mra wo say ye nyina no ye boa oman no empanimfo na am say loss no yetimi hekwan e be fa so a yebetumi aye ama enema asesa o say renting of properties of foreign nationals in Ghana. O say, are you a landlady or a property owner? Okay, o say then check the immigration status of your non-Ghanaian tenant before giving accommodation. So o say check the properties of your non-Ghanaian tenant before giving accommodation. Yes, okay, what they are told good. 2, what's the guidelines? I say what you need to do as a Ghanaian citizen, the guidelines or the amount, and they say, I say check the following of would-be tenants. Number 1, valid national passport of travel documents. Number 2, resident permit. Number 3, visitors permit. It will be 2 fear. Abanoma where you say or so checking say the passport correct, the resident permit correct, the visitor to the visitor permit correct. Just say or correct from immigration. The BB immigration status no correct. If you no or just say was said yes or check the money no. Valid registration certificate issued by the Ghana Immigration Service GIS. When in doubt, refer to the nearest GIS office. It is animal with no. So check your tenants no fee say why do you tanta who send city take a boy immigration officer man here now omumremu. Or say failure to comply with the above guidelines will occur on the listed sanctions. So failure now how 2 fee so one yes animal with no more sanctions said the money. Was it on conviction of harboring a non-Ghanaian, a 2-year jail term will be imposed on or a fine or both. So if you run, so one to me and yes, I name my winum near the tenant no sell to fee, the who send and crater who feel run, the bema of farm watria, and yes, I saw you do be jail 2 years, and yes, I saw you be jail near some watria fine. That is what they are saying. And it's an ema way no more, saying now you comply, a bema cram rate no swati, a bema sanema winum in an acofom, ye nyam authorities no qua. And this is what he's saying. He are saying, and you know, or comment by your producer comment be mean really okay. I'll read the comments. It is an ema we know how I'm screenshot. Now for no who say these are the laws are you know you see a poor money here. What's here when you compliance I win you know. Let me here they are Mr. Kababoy, I'm a foreigner na ye cram near the because nipa ba no nya dan high and as a dan I am few round so which me monitor nipa no yes an ema we know because say nipa no corner say kwache no if you team no bet yes or team amia so machifia my man no problem. No, because my man sanctions no, and the Bemount say on conviction of harboring a non-Ghanaian 2-year jail term will be imposed or a fine, and that's a both, and the Bema will feel run. And the end Bema will feel run, so what to me, I hear say over check it or tenant now with 2 feet. I say the comments no, you could say, so you are creating a Asante kingdom there in the UK. We are not creating Ashanti Kingdom in UK, Mr. Ekubelo. We are not creating Ashanti Kingdom. Nobody is creating a kingdom. But the guy says it's not correct. Say he's not creating any kingdom there. A baby and friend just work creating kingdom. What's a crown? No, I would dinner as a crown Toby. Now then the just work creating kingdom. Or say, Master, has any Ghanaian declared himself a king to buy lands to establish a kingdom? Has any Ghanaian declared himself a king to buy lands to establish a kingdom? Yeah, Ghana to establish a kingdom. No kind, no. You know that just a Ghana for no TB there, and after young person become. Okay, the last one was say, you have bought any kingdom here? That would be now, Kwano, had he bought any kingdom in Ghana? He hasn't bought any kingdom in Ghana. Farouk Razak. Okay, I say, Master, has any Ghanaian declared himself a king to buy lands to establish a kingdom anywhere in the world? Yeah, that's it. It been new years, baby. And our Kwanos won't create BBR. At the end of there's nothing. You won't be evidence beyond our chair create kingdom. Won't create a kingdom. So, what is your panic? Why do you have to? Why do you make a problem where there is no problem? Because you jealous the Nigerians and the Nigerians for no. It be a crime rate. We know. I know, sir. Most of the Nigerians, it's a crime, a robbery near the Nigeria for a better. Yeah, take Ghana no. Near himself, no. Can it to the bottom near to Nigeria for a man who's a bank robbery. I know, understand that. But you know how some the air can there. You don't know so. Be ban why sad you know. About you know. Na the emerald didn't abache na say ebe yo mu the emerald the unity Ghana so ye call Nigeria no e bi nso koye crime emene so ye chi wo mu enti ekro bi amra wo na ekro bi ni pabonifo wo ni pabonifo no ye chi wa ye sub to emra no na ni udie na me ka say only guy hoho ekasa o Ghana na ehunu emra eniema hoho no kom wo friends immigration side nka obi abohunu you pity for them. But yeah, hoho nintino. Yeah, hoho ninti. You immigration for no juma modi. Recently, I saw my Nigeria for. I don't know how true it is, but okay. Farouk Razak was a master in South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Uganda, Kenya. Hey, hello.
Hello.
Oh, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening.
No matter Mesanka, come
I think the network, but me buy ever trace a program ne Koswana.
Link no say link no. Producer na send the link na ma dada. Ntina me ntia che say ubisasa.
But mama me Sankai.
Oh. And there be a network no say o say Sankai.
Me Sankai.
Oh, okay. And na poku yes. How say on Saka? How say but anyway, the program no. Oh, you couldn't follow the program, right?
I couldn't follow.
Oh,
so
no.
Doesn't make it.
Oh, no.
I want for suggestions.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm so man for Casa Matese. You see, they do need me, but my closer remarks are now they are free. So, can I follow crowd and I can make us okay? You can also better at least.
Follow.
Yeah.
Another 2 weeks time.
Okay, Mate. Okay, Mate.
I bought 4 no already.
Oh, we are 30 years my producer at the link in the mouth. And you know, maintain Katina, yes, he said, the message call me. What's up, right? And Apple Kuta.
What's up, Miss Sanka?
Oh,
Miss Sanka.
There be no, and they
Most of them are wrong person.
And they be them are wrong person.
But them are wrong person.
I see. Oh, sorry. And to meet my arms, what is this? Anyway, more time. Nana, okay, yo. Nana, okay, yo. Tiabeti hunka. Yo.
All right, yo.
And at your phone for him say, the topic we ABC no. I say, yeah, master in South Africa. Zambia, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Kenya, UAE, etc. Some of your people have created huge mess. Ghana will never sit down for a guy to install sub-chiefs all around. If he installs sub-chief, na say boom raswa. Boom raswa. Ghana buy nini. Simple. So be a born in a chenwa. Or not so if he say nyamra kwanswa. It's up to the authorities to deal with him. Normal, send your Ghanaian, no ultimate could be Marson Quen. San will be soon free, will be Marson to my head or pay or Ghana. but obayade na say emumra so there why not na tetramra so there and na say you woman so we umodwuma so they have to hold the person responsible nti no yenja man penifo no mo ne amma emra enya dwuma na Ghana no emra wo ho emra wo Ghana ho ti no umbe nka say emra ni Ghana ho why opening hello
Video boba ni Free Ghana.
Okay, Free Ghana. Okay.
Yeah, Kumasi.
Okay, masa. Friends boba.
I'm a tiger. Video boba.
Video boba.
That's on kind.
Oh, okay. What's that message I mean guy?
Okay. Chudi aminchira maji.
Wa chira wa bian menti.
Good. Now we can be say Ghana for war UK ni America ni ade no. Ye wa Asante for hene, ye Fanti for hene ni ade. But Ghana for nkonko to asase. Enko ye so mukusi kingdom. Because your Ghanaian Ghana part e UK. Ya mubo show ni ade. But Asante hene anaso global but ko so open so enko kan baby ase okoto asase na wa to asase e bia 100 acres a. O be chichire Asante kingdom. Abre o Buckingham Palace or anase British Kingdom ho. And they say any possible sir. Now can be so say down with it abeto asase a we be factories. And no factory no be. Yanti say o say obeye bi a Yoruba Kingdom anase Igbo Kingdom bi ha na Nigeria fo aba ha. Da bi onye bibia sa. Now we can say akwana evidence bi anu ho a or waka say wato asase. Why me will be TikTok ni ade the press conference a what declare say and as what confirm one or say what was say 50 acres of land and as 50 acres of land pram ningo pram somewhere to say
na we are research no we are research no pani me ba we are research no ningo pram for no we dey press statement by and say we muntu asase bia ma obi asa no na say Sam do agiba yo be ka say ye no nso bibia asa ani ho papa na aso no on the 18 me ka kire say oko gogla oko efense Ghana Weber odon so the press statement abeto on 18th say opagana for ache na de amafo kan nyina ye nkagu onkoto asase bia o ba bia na sa na ma woni nyina nipa na ka de bi no onye bi o so onkoto asase onka so obeye ni kingdom nipa no so ne ya twema so ampacho me bo oni ya twema so na so o wala tani ntimi free am ya twema mentwe ade na ya so wa ye no wo so wonyai wontimi nye bibia asa. What do we stay say nchina waye anase opeso waye
trust them
was it
ni mo bi eba na se no mo nkasa
se bia homo ahuru se
omo nim so we security
meba
omo nkasa I'm talking about it
ebia
assembly one Ghana omo ye ni dey for ho but from parliament here unenti ebiti from 2012 from un se na dum so dum ha and muno omo capitalize on that because me say me nim jamenti bibia until so na say obi sorry yes TikTok or start so ka say untimi free Nigeria ma so ye Igbo ni we pass ase be chichi Igbo kingdom na wa be sa wa be usi palace na one door na be ba ho na what see we keep say ni ade it's never done and stand am who say Ghana first start say omusum yeah can say Nigeria for nko we are not telling any Nigerian to go. Nigeria must go. We are not doing that, but we don't want any Igbo kingdom. And the was asking what turn on the idea. Fine, say now can one card or the or nation team. Ghanaian politicians, me you money or me to Kuruno. Because the scale rule MPP and DC. A minimum him for me to make I say no lie, but now yeah, look correct. When you am buy and Yami Berman was seeking Romana, send me a number and you know, sir, some 50s one up. Ghana discover Kukuana and Tumawahano. Who said the almost and gradually, no almost have a doss to you. I feel Nigeria must go not apa. But 10 years time, 15 years time. No, my dominant, that was handing go from Bramo. I feel or make go from Gasmaji Assassin. Almost there be after I done with the shoe. And the thing to time. Yes, I'm paying you. So I told Assassin, no, obey fool, or Badomansi, no baby for we are okay with that. But we don't want a kingdom be because we who interview why you architect now, or my draw, obviously, I don't know until and correct. We who interview on one to TikTok or press conference. Yeah, I was say obviously kingdom. 50 acres. Now one find in Nigeria for nuane, Igbo nuane no abedua na Igbo nkwala bi ebe wo mo no. Ye mo ti school na ya tro mo kata. Na abi wo mo system substitute no bi no ma represent. Manya ntia kwa so na be dictate another obe dictate presidency di ama Nigeria. Oh, what a problem they are bringing, Daddy. So what I say, you know, I'm on it. Also, you can't say Ghana for quite a bit. Oh, when you want to talk about us, I say, so go to kingdom. Oh, now, sir, you're by Haman and you're by you to few. Investment. Daddy, one being in fear now. Now, what is what we are? I want to be in view. Maybe a leader of the Ghanaian community. You the surface of drum is there. Don't be the side and side. You're both you know. I said, you know we must shoot in a moment. Now, don't tell where everybody is going. Oh, one change. I said the Usru. Where for Libya for Germany, you're going to be there. Was a Ghana for you. I'm not the way I said the Usru. I didn't miss you. What a miss you. So, yeah. Now, Igbo for what did they got to do with me? So we are here to educate our Ghanaians, say, me pacho. We are here to educate the Ghanaians, say. Mu na me chese emra wo Ghana ho. Ghana your constitution. So bi ba no bu mra no so a ade a constitution no emra no your approach for you so decree security for say no me say ayarega say na before friend no interrogating no. So if you say nyema bi na enchi is up to them. Omo adwuma no so omo de omo di tenu so omo anything omo de ne be famra kwa so. That's what they do. Ghana no na me di kan ka Ghana no. Ghana mra ho ne mra no nche wa hwe me de agrada ye example. Agrada ye nya no obi ahwe no. The agade no be a damn ratty agada, her baby at the noco. The sentence at the man. So, as you are to wait in Ghana, the Fala, Ubia, Cadu, Ubia, but I'm running Chewa, you think that Ghana is easy. The cancer asking with my castle says, preparing yourself Ghana and no mundili, and no munim common, how Ghana immigration, how straight they are. But Uti Krumo, when you're foreign and you don't feel it. But what you're foreign and out to Ghana, Wakabons, and Massa, saying, Ye, the Maho, one 80 honor. It will be unto me, my Ghana for granted. And find Yadi also you be a sending you who know. So, you know, I'm a Nigeria for a bar. I'm a person which you say, and now I'm going to be there so much for so many years. They are better than all the African countries. You're not the Amazon. You're not the Omusubano. To take it by force. How many say? Ya hwe ya Nigeria for no be ba be dominate Ghana ho because the rate omu ba Ghana no omu do so che Nigeria for na e ba Ghana ye no say ye hwe ni ye ka ho asem na nya we a odina no so obesi go to the wakota asase the rate Nigeria for no ba Ghana no ya hwe ya be the next 10 years no omu ye say 200 and something million se mu be say 80 million kra ba otu ababi ya na Nigeria ni stand there obe win because the majority near the yard no afi no mo be dominate omo ni part Robert after 5 you know exactly you know na you say kan ho asem benye obi otiwa o dwena num say oye Igbo king wono kron ka so Nigeria to say Igbo king minim Ghana ye kro we ye nka no kro na me na ya atom en we on ye mfani for na for akire atwa no so enko obeye strategically no maye and nyame na yini to ahan okay so what you say and me expect say enka some of two so mu ene ahemfo no nkomu sorry but me ndenti o maye di na me no obi ka so say omo ya we omu se ngusi aga enti na bia o maye di of course but me politicians so me so music or the skewuru omo ntem o the skewuru ha Dr. Beckley so back I mean Dr. Beckley e kwa ben so no fast we ura Ghana yani ba so no okunkum nipa it took say 2002 to 2001 aka na 30 year last go ja kokura ka say enka na okupie ni fi na ma me bi ka chen say no so issue shine when we ka chen so ko ha ibe and chen no say e no so what you say enti yem press we treat sa na bia no sa enka ankore ni ade afi ube na afi ye ko ritual money no mo ko no yem pe bibia sa Nigeria for no mo ba mo ha mo do so but say the okay yem family no mu akwam na omu me dominant exactly e kam akwase sika semre ko so chen wo mo table na sa 10 di say no de o be say 1 million naira ba nduru hwe papa bi be ka bibi say
tamwa ya pamu Nigeria for so munkono anche e mo muko ma anche na omo no so oil pii ho
omo discover oil
afi na Ghana for so di twi na Ghana for so ko ho mo apam ye na afi de mo na mo abetu ha so oti de meche
eti history no
exactly eti ye Nigeria no me Nigeria 83 I say me ko bi minim se ne ye masiko ye bem kwaye nkono me ko after 83 yes but 85 almost had deported ye 85 almost had deported ye so what you say because o mai bia se no ho kire no a odina hini bia hwe ahoho so what you say o mai bia ho kire no a odina ni hwe ahoho so which is baby sanity intino you feel say
for now crowd in Nigeria for ye comprehend say bia ase na yi ifo magazine so ma baji jom yeah no ekoye nsem bibiri so na se eno de nke no ho ma baji source ni ade when you store so di akomodo se o ma baji store so no for now you know many problem bia omo maji aduma fine you Ghana for you for Ghana for we Ghana ni for Ghana ni as Ghana more you aduma but you don't want that adena oye no
wonye adena waka no kase yempa adena waka no kase adena oye no wonye hwe nipa no waka bibia omo oto ayeso omo to asase no obi aso onto asase ma no onu aso se wonye onu aso se onkoto asase bia yeso yete se adena oye no yakon foundation
na odi kan ye ne
na yakon foundation bia masa mimi tuwe metima adwumanu mu aka se me wa abro 500 otakurade easy for me to say nenti enu ntino wotu na wotame na wo ye ho press conference na wo ye ho ayi a se me wo na akọ na asase ameka na asase bi eni ho me kura se me ni dama wa ha na me ka we na wo wafa ho na wo ye wo keka ho nsem ye ho ayi a wo ha ho you are wasting your time so what you say papa no o mu oto asase mo mu so mu nto hwe gafo the statement about papa no ye nto hwe ma no ifo pram for so mu so nto hwe ma no papa no so no so nto hwe so what is our problem
na press conference no yeah no architecture design na waye a draw I can
say so obi dwara num
and no free
obi dwara num ada so obi wo bibi no so obeye na wonye ya so odwa be nu onwu ya yemfre no dwamfu no etimo ye so wo sha ase a na se nyimra kwan so a authorities na wo handle it omni ne bedi so entino mayenyawo ai Mate, Mr. Medasa, do contribution. Yo, bye. And yet, if one say university and then by I mean, challenging there, we can, but remember, maybe can't say, yes, you think of Fuku, yes, you are who. Yes, you are Bajinko for passport, and yes, you are and yes, you are to top properties. And the year, dear, you who say, Sanu be quite Ghana, that's a ya, only panel who say crime, dear, oh, yeah. And you say the Emrani Udi. No be an crime, that's what to honor, then I'm not sure yen maybe now so while by a kingdom in Tino, a deportano or brand Nippon so a citizen. He is more of a citizen because or more what track chronos much. In Tino, Minyamo, Tinamaya domo 2 weeks time, them say, yeah, the another topic, Baba. You better we know now another topic about a Kitino issue, no. I'm saying we will talk about that. We will see. And to be a 2 weeks time, no, the BCBiano. The next topic near the better so money now more na mobile me na yes baby. Hi Diaspora TV. Me and be my dear which I'm a friend chama boss of Bewa. Every 2 weeks the topic about na yena yape ho solution. And program the solution hour. The best solution send your papa the ba ya yena yedi ho komo. Na yape ho solution no say e bi no abibi na ma so na bi no ati na bi ase. And I hope say a baboy na dedicate and crop for to say Munya papa na sem canon na papa no on call baby on timid or can of crabby or than another eka. And the area will make ya whom say no make step biano amount for will be monitoring him on the step will be anwa that you know the evidence say massa I say okay say when you say in the day now if you to foundation with the day that you know the assembly identity I'm running a day to come to me name monitor no say the work on uncle for bibisa Emma na enko henchi ma se ne nyina epe no nyina ye be ma ye do e mai ne epe ne ye ntino e de mo nyina ma se na me ya do ma 2 weeks time o so na follow na ne enye program no tie ba na wa subscribe na wa share na nkomo aye die nyina na o so no watumi ene edi na so do adwenkyere atumi aba e de ma se
Youth of Ghana, don't be idle. for the Nigerians to take over your homeland.
Nigeria must go. That's the name of Monday. That's the name of Monday. Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Igbo for him, Igbo for him. With immediate effect, let's dissolve it. Let's dissolve it because we will go free through. And Ghana for you go free you. So want to give drastic action. Ghana for they are coming to demonstrate to call for immediate sacking of all Nigerians from this country. Because from last month to this month, all the body gives you free Kumasi. Nigeria for how? Nigeria for how? Why is it you go to free this one by the
Echoes in the market, drums in the street, shadows of chaos, the cycle repeats. Voices loud, but the truth feels hushed. Brick by brick, the system's crushed. Blood on the soil, tears on the ground. Robbery rage, no justice found. Melody of sorrow, it cuts so deep in the land where dreams don't sleep. Nigeria must go, Ghana we need peace. Chains of the past, they gotta release. No more robbery, no more fear. Harmony calls, the future is clear. Borders of division, stories untold, hearts turn to stone, compassion grows cold. In the chaos we forget the name. Brothers, sisters, we're all the same. A rap for the lost, a hymn for the soul, healing the scars, making us whole. Robbery and rage, they poison the